one flashlight to talking mad lights, and your shit's wearing thin like your mama's man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the world's lowest warrior, primitive-sided, toxic fanboy, aligned with the like-minded Tony Tone Deaf, rocking with you. I want to welcome one and all to the Clown World Review. How is everybody doing this beautiful Friday evening? Welcome to the weekend. We are back with a little bit of life in a rocket ship, and we've got some good subjects to talk about today. So, again, thank you for joining us. I am definitely grateful, and yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and find the right overlay. There we go. And let's introduce you to some of our panelists. First up, he don't sparkle, but he sure does shine. Ladies and gentlemen, the fandom vampire himself, Angela Straven.
Hey guys, what's up? Should be an interesting night. Like always, there's always a bunch of shit happening in the world. It's like watching a dumpster fire almost. But yeah, should be good.
Yeah, thank you, Ted Turner, for introducing the 24-hour news cycle. Never a dull moment. Yeah.
Nope.
Yep. And hail to the chat, by the way. We've got Godzillionaire, Tina Bojan, Chris Fisk, and Angela Straven. Good to see you. I saw a comment way earlier today by Rough Girl as well, but it must have deleted. But hail to Rough Girl. Thank you for sharing out that link earlier and leaving a comment. And hail the lovely Sherry as well. Thank you for joining us. So, let's go ahead and introduce the rest of the panel here. We've got the author of Infinitale Chronicles, Book 1, The War of the Trees, Mr. Chris Fisk.
When the shit goes down, you better be ready.
Damn.
Welcome.
Yeah. I'm like, you got like lines going through time and space when you flow, bro. That's incredible feat. How are you doing today, brother?
I'm doing better than that Resident Evil series that we were just talking about on Vinny's show.
It breaks my heart. And again, I'm just so happy that Nintendo never signed on with Netflix.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, like, even if the first season was good or whatever, you know, they always get bad by, like, the fourth season. There aren't many Netflix shows that make it past, 4 seasons, 3 seasons, so, yeah. I'm happy, because I'm a big Zelda fan. Been a Zelda fan since, like, 1987, and I've been waiting. You know, we had the little cartoon back in the day. And that was
Excuse
fine.
me, princess.
Yeah, it would come on every Friday. You'd get Mario Monday through Thursday, and then Friday would hit, and you'd get a Zelda episode. That was fine
so
for
good.
what it was. Yeah, like they didn't really know Zelda at the time, but if Netflix were to take that now, it would just be awful.
Yeah, Link would be deconstruction.
Yeah, exactly.
Link would be, or not Link. Link. Link would be black.
Yeah. Or just non-binary, like Blink.
Link.
So, let's go ahead and introduce the rest of the panel here. Watch your toes, motherfuckers. I don't know. I gotta get better at these intros. Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. What's up, man?
Hey, I'm happy and I'm feeling glad I got romaine in a bag. What's up? I'm only here because I was promised carrots and peppers. Where are they at, Tony?
Bro. My friend used to always like bring over his Dell the Funky Homo Sapien CD. And he'd be like, "Come on, man, let's listen to Dell." Like I think one of his albums were Milk. And yeah, he was cool, a cool East Coast rapper, but it was like years into the Gorillaz before I realized that was him.
Oh,
man. Yeah. Yep. Blew my mind, man. Blew my mind. Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, it's Dell, and then the singer is the dude who did that song, the lead singer of that band that woohoo.
Yeah, Blur. Isn't it
Blur?
Blur.
Yep.
Yes.
That's track 2 or song number 2.
Yes. I keep wanting to say Better Than Ezra because that's the band
Better than Ezra. I thought that
What
was going to
isn't?
be renamed it better than Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
How about batter the Ezra?
Yes. Hail, brutal morning with the best name on the internet. Tony's pepper dealer didn't come through.
Son of a bitch.
I got my pepper dealer right here. It's Tommy. You know, the bell peppers always on point, man, always fresh. So next up, we've got the author of Shadow of the Kraken. He's currently working on City of Venus 2 Dead City. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vinny Tartamella.
Hello, everyone. Hide your wives and girlfriends. Hans Cock is here.
What did you do to Vinny? Where's Vinny?
Hold on a second. He's banging your wife.
Oh,
Here I am. Sorry. Hans, be nice, you son of a bitch.
Let me smell your fingers.
I'm sorry. I was trying to make you look even better than you are, pal.
God damn.
He's crazy. Hans Cock is crazy. What do you want?
God
Hey,
damn,
everyone.
it is wonderful to see that my good buddy Hans Cock is in the house again. Hans, when are we going to get together and do some more funky stuff in the Millennium Falcon?
Soon. Let's have a birthday bash. My birthday was on the 13th in the middle of the week. Not good, but we could party all through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and in your wife's face.
All right, buddy, you bring the generator and I'll bring the 4-slot toaster.
Oh, yeah. Robot sex.
So I was thinking, like, you bring the robot, I'll bring the cocaine.
Better than Layla. Leela. What the hell's her name? Princess Leia. That's it. She's floating in space somewhere. And she has Wookiee saliva all over her.
oh no.
Gash! All over her gash.
Hail to Gap, Stargate. How are you, sir? Gap After Dark. Good to see you. And yeah, see, the problem with Leia is she got her shit from untrusted sources. It ended up being laced with fentanyl. Never a good thing. So rest in peace.
Take my breath away.
Yeah.
Hello, chat. We love you out there.
Still blew my mind how she passed away and then her mom passed away the next day. Debbie Reynolds. That's like, we used to have a casino out here in Las Vegas called the Debbie Reynolds. So that's always been like a name that I've heard my entire life, you know, since I was a kid, before I even knew who she was. So yeah, that was, talk about love. You know, you lose your daughter and just die. I mean,
Yeah. Remember Andre the Giant?
I had a very similar situation happen in my family. My one cousin Tina, I've talked about it a few times when I talked about the Smurfs. She was a huge collector of those. Her daughter had passed away due to drug overdose, and it was less than 6 months later she was in the hospital and she passed.
Oh, wow.
It's heartbreaking.
It is.
It's heartbreaking, you know, especially when your child goes before you.
Oh yeah, no
never
parent should
happen.
ever have to bury their kid.
Yes. So now that we've gotten your Friday night off to a pop, yes.
I tried with a bunch of laughs, but Hans Cock was banging everybody's wife. It was crazy.
Yeah. And then it just went into what it went into, and now I'm just depressed. Good
So
night,
is
everybody.
that what happened to Ivanka or Ivana?
Oh, Ivana.
It was Hans Cock. It was Hans Cock all along.
Well,
no baby.
Did you push her? Did you push her when she was going downstairs for a tea, Hans Cock?
I can't confirm or deny, but yes.
He definitely pushed her, but whether it was down the stairs.
Yeah.
I heard it
Repeated
was
pushing.
the Bidens. They said that she had the passwords to Hunter Biden's laptop and she put it on 4chan, so they got rid of her.
That's 2.6. 2.6. I'll tell you, it's 2.6, bitch.
That would make sense. Ivana was QAnon. Hail Scrambles the Death Dealer. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Happy Friday.
Hey.
Oh shit!
Brutal Morningwood is out here banging wives on space fentanyl.
Oh, nice.
And man, sometimes you got got to do what you got to do.
There we go.
He's not wrong.
Now you got some peppers.
Hell yeah.
Nap.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And he's got a little pepper hat.
I thought it was a plunger.
I was curious because we give our guinea pigs bell peppers every day. They love them. I'm like, but how would this work in the wild, you know? So I took the whole bell pepper before we'd cut it up and I put it in the cage for the guinea pig. And this motherfucker grabs it by the stem and pulls it into its little house, the whole damn thing. Like, we cut up little slivers for him.
It's like this fucker. He's like, yeah, I'm not sharing, bitch. This is my
You know
carrot.
what?
That's my carrot.
I
Yeah,
literally have a mini video of Cringer and Jumper sitting in the cage. Cringer's got the carrot and he starts whapping Jumper in the face with it.
I just have my dogs do that. Like, one will be standing behind the other one, and the one will be happy that I'm coming home or whatever, and starts bitch slapping the other one in the face with its tail. Always a good time.
Damn.
That's my carrot.
I guess this is more special because it's a foreign object.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's Lucille the carrot.
It's great.
Good times. I love guinea pigs. Good
Awesome.
times.
Better than people.
Yeah.
Doesn't take much.
Also true.
That's
And
very
you know
sad,
what
but yes.
The most important thing is
What?
none of the Biden family are looking to sniff your guinea pigs.
Also,
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Man, I just
It-
saw that.
2.6. Sorry.
No, I just saw that on a Paul Joseph Watson video earlier today. Like, he's still going around sniffing fucking kids. Like, you think somebody would tell, like, you know, that might hurt your chances of re-election, because none of us think he's gonna be re-elected, but he certainly does. So,
Well, again, what do you want from a man who, like in the great words of Tucker Carlson, Joe Biden showers with his daughter? How can we trust a man like that?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like-
pretty
He does the samba with her too.
Well, did you see the little girl there? That it was that little blonde girl. I can't remember who she, like what political family she belonged to or whatever. But apparently she was on Facebook or something, and people were trying to like goad her into like reporting what had happened to her, because apparently like Biden pinched her and like kind of grabbed her inappropriately, and like she's like, I don't want to make a stink out of it. You know, people are already giving me trouble for it. And it's like, you shouldn't feel that way. That freaking creep did shit to you. Like, call him out.
No, hell no. Make a stink of it, please.
But
Yeah,
that's
right.
how actual victims are. People who aren't trying to be a victim because it's the cool thing to do. You know, there's a certain guilt they feel with it. They don't want to advertise it, you know? So that just kind of lends to her credibility, in my opinion.
Well,
Yeah,
it's part of the whole shame aspect of it, Tony.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
confusing for a child to go through this kind of shit. They don't know what the hell's heads or tails. And then you don't know the pressure that they're getting or the threats that they're getting.
Well,
Yeah.
it makes you wonder. This was a very highly visible incident when this happened, because like it was caught on camera and people saw it. But it's like, how much more shit, you know, shady shit has been happening without the camera?
Yeah.
Well, we know Hunter had his
Oh,
camera
God.
on his father by the pool.
Yeah,
That's a
that-
good point, though. We're just catching a glimpse in the keyhole. You know, like how often are they really on camera compared to?
Oh, well, don't forget what he said on camera with the granddaughter. That he goes, because his daughter said, stop kissing me in public. But he goes, granddaughters are different. They love their pops. They don't only love them, but they like them. And then he kissed her on the lips.
yeah. I don't know about you, but I haven't kissed a single one of my family members on the lips.
No,
Like,
well,
ever.
that's
He told-
disturbing.
He told a little girl, it wasn't his granddaughter, but he told a little girl at a little town hall or speech he was given. She mentioned something and said she'd write him a letter about it or whatever. It was decided she would write him a letter, and he was like, well, I certainly hope you're as smart as you are beautiful, to the little girl. Like,
Oh,
What's
Wow.
wrong with
creepy.
Yeah.
Well, there was the other one too, where he said that he wanted to take her home or something, and then the parents were like, "What?" And they did a fake laugh and pulled the kid away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Run.
it makes you just wonder what these people are thinking when they're freaking kissing kids like that. I know what my daughter. I have never even attempted to kiss my daughter on the lips because that's disgusting. I have, however, given her an alien right in her eyeball. So
Oh, what?
What?
an alien. That's when you lick somebody right in the eye.
Oh!
Jeez.
Fucking pink-eyed.
Yeah.
Right? That's how your wife got pink eye.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, that was actually, we figured it out. It was actually thanks to Cringer. She'd picked Cringer up, and Cringer, like, whapped her right up near the face and the eye.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
Yeah, she
straight
didn't
Nick
clean up
Fury.
after handling the pigs.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yes.
That's it. Everyone has to wash their hands, even guinea pigs.
Yeah. Walking around in your poop. Those jelly beans aren't sanitary.
Yes. Scrambles, the death dealer, says, I would never kiss my daughter on the lips. That's just creepy. Yeah, and
Yeah.
dude showering with her, like kissing her on the lips is the least.
Yeah,
of
that's
it.
beyond. That's beyond awkward. I mean, come on. How much more? Like, at what point do you say this is now criminal? You know what I mean? Like, this isn't like weird shit. This is intentionally gross shit. Like, this is law breaking stuff now.
I'll tell you what, that is so disturbing to such a high level. I mean, especially for me, like showering with your daughter. Let me tell you something. My wife hated me for the first couple years after my daughter was born, because I refused, even as a small baby, I refused to even wash her in one of those little baby bath things. Like, it creeped me out so much. I said, look, I will change her diaper. I will do anything. There could be shit in her shoes. I will clean all that, but I am not bathing her because there's something about that just, I didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. And if you want her like cleaned properly, number one, who knows how to do that better than a female? But number two, yeah, again, there's some places you probably really don't want to go with that, and that's understandable.
Absolutely. Because you're a normal, sane person. When it comes to those matters.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to lube your brother's ding dong. Come on, it's just cracking balls.
Look at Hunter, what they found with all that nonsense, from banging his brother's widow, getting her strung out on drugs, and then going after the daughter and getting her strung out on drugs.
Yeah.
And
then
pregnant.
pregnant. Yeah, he banged his niece and got her pregnant. Like, what the hell? Like,
who was also underage.
Yeah, this is a kid. Like, the circus never ends.
Yeah. Tina Bojan says when her husband or she showered with their boys, they were toddlers, they were camping, and everyone wore swimsuits. Well,
there you go.
Ashley Biden was fully nude and 14 years old. So
yeah.
Well, you know what? I mean, here's the thing.
different.
When you're talking about Hunter Biden too, you think about all the shit that we're hearing about what Joe is doing and has been doing. You don't think that some of the shit that he did really screwed him up a little bit further? Because that shit doesn't, you know how they say, it doesn't fall from the tree.
Yep.
You don't turn out like Hunter if you didn't deal with some sort of abuse, allegedly.
Exactly.
Well, look at what his mom did. His mom probably tried to kill herself when she drove in front of the tractor trailer. They're like, oh yeah, the tractor trailer driver was intoxicated. No, he wasn't. The tractor trailer driver was not drunk, was not impaired in any way. He just had some psycho bitch with a daughter on her.
This was Jill or the...
This is Hunter's mom. This is Joe's original wife.
Wow.
But don't worry, Draven. He was also banging Jill when she was the babysitter.
Oh,
That's
when he found her. When she was like, what was it, 15 or something?
Yeah. Who searches widow porn? Like, that's not even that's not a peanut butter chocolate union, my friend. I think the hub is even confused when you ask for that.
And especially when you're with your brother's widow, it just makes it. That's what I mean. They say that everyone who was abused was once abused, but not everybody who was abused will go on to abuse. But that's why abuse is like the most heinous crime, because it doesn't just end in one act.
No,
it's a
spreads.
cycle. It's a cycle of abuse.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Look what his daughter said in her diary, that she's been hypersexual since something happened to her.
Yeah, which is a symptom of abuse.
Yep.
Yep. And they voted him in, allegedly.
81 million.
Allegedly.
But the people that are for him, I mean, they are for him. And it's like, number one, it blows my mind because most of these people are Bernie supporters. And it's like 2 elections in a row, they robbed Bernie, because Bernie should have been the candidate both times, in my opinion.
Well, actually, the second time it should have been Tulsi Gabbard, because she was trending on Google as well. People want to know more about her. She was #1, and they erased her off of Google. That's what her lawsuit was about.
Yeah, when she fucking stuffed Kamala's head up her own ass.
Yep.
Yeah. Hail Judas Goat Barbecue. Great to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Well, that's like with Ron Paul too. Like they like not silenced him, but they never gave him any coverage because they didn't want him to be, in the spotlight.
They blacklisted him.
Right.
Coverage or not, I still can't believe people wanted Mitt Romney over Ron Paul. That's why I can't. A lot of times I'll call Ben Shapiro the smartest idiot I know. Dude has a photographic memory and he can retain information and facts, but he's also said in the past that he won't vote for Trump because Trump doesn't meet his basic qualifications as what a president should be. But then he'll go on to glow on Mitt Romney. And he did vote for Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan.
Mitt Romney. Dude, that guy, he runs the state south of me, and the crime that state oozes up into my state, yeah, F that guy.
Yeah.
He's garbage.
Look, so Trump gets into office, starts leading the country very well, and proving people like Ben Shapiro wrong. And the whole 4 years, Ben Shapiro still talked about Trump like he was an idiot. And I've noticed a lot of his supporters, Shapiro's supporters, will tell me like, well, yeah, Trump governed well, but who would have known that at the time? It's like, I did, motherfucker, and a lot of other people. It's how he got voted in. But, yeah. I just don't know how you could be for Mitt Romney and not Donald Trump.
Well, Trump's also a businessman.
Yeah.
Like part of like the problem is businessmen and politicians are incompatible in that businessmen need to actually produce something. And I think that's why Trump was making so many enemies, is because he was approaching the presidency as a leadership role from a business perspective. Look at how good the economy was going. Look at how things were turning around.
The government is a business, and it should be led like a business.
Peace deals
but
in the Middle East. Peace
dude,
in the Middle
North Korea. North freaking Korea. The guy walked over the DMZ and he's like, hey, look at me. Like, dude, that guy's got balls of steel. Like
3 years ago, we were headed towards world peace, and now we're headed towards World War III, allegedly.
Yeah, peace in the Middle East is what he brought as well.
So they're going to have 3 rings? Oh, wrong, World War III. Sorry.
Yeah, I love how everything's just dismissed, all the good that Trump had accomplished. Again, that's not something any other president was able to do between North Korea and the Middle East. And everyone was like, all right, cool. We're good.
Hate the guy because you don't like the way he talks? Fine. Say he's an asshole? Fine. Say fuck him, he's a politician, you don't trust him? Fine. Look at what he's accomplished.
Yeah. And look, these other people can accomplish it too, but they're too busy. I just saw on Jesse Waters a few minutes ago, Paul Pelosi's back into the stock game, investing in computer chip companies. Is Nancy Pelosi's in the fucking Capitol, approving so many funds to go towards computer chip manufacturing.
No conflict of interest there.
She's like, hold on, put down your bottle for a second. He's like, bitch, You're drinking too. She goes, no, just for a second. We need to buy millions of dollars worth of stock. He's like, oh, again? She's like, yeah, I'm signing this bill. We're going to be even more rich.
We're going to do what we locked Martha Stewart up for, except everyone will gush when we do it because they're tribalist hacks. So, these people could accomplish what Trump accomplished, but they're not interested in that. Just like I have a flyer sitting out there. It came in the mail for one of the politicians out here, one of the Democrat politicians, and it's like, well, you shouldn't have to choose between insulin and groceries. It's like, number one, let's not talk about groceries with everything Joe Biden's done for groceries in the past year and a half. Number two, one of the first things Biden did do was rescind Trump's mandate on these pharma companies. Trump did lower the price of insulin.
And actually, he attempted to. It never went through. Speaking as an insulin-dependent person, Trump had the right idea, and then that POS came in and closed it down, so it never came to fruition. Yeah. It never happened.
Yeah, because they want to campaign off of it. They want to.
Well, there was like an overall reaching a lowering of prescriptions.
Yeah,
my wife has, she has the emergency. She has emergency inhalers, and she has to do the oh God, what the hell is it through the machine? I always forget what it's called, but she has to take something for her asthma through her machine as well. And both of those prescriptions for her were significantly lowered, right? Before he had gotten out of office. And the minute Biden got into office, they started shooting back up. Like they went from her emergency inhaler being like maybe $25. It went back over $50, $60 again. Yeah. And I think the last time she was saying about it is that it looked like they might be going back up to 75 where they were in the Obama era.
Yeah, the prices did go down, but it was like speculation.
It's weird that when we finally had a leader going after Big Pharma, we just happened to get a pandemic. The first leader in probably my life to actually go after these companies and demand itemized billing in emergency rooms and demand, he was telling these pharmacy companies, it's like, you shouldn't be charging $40 a pill here and 17 cents a pill in every other country. You need to charge us what you're charging everyone else. And he was trying to make it to where you didn't need universal health care. He was trying to make it to where medicine was as cheap as groceries were at the time.
Yeah. Anybody that's... Oh, sorry.
No, you wouldn't have to be dependent on government.
Yeah, well, anybody that's for socialized medicine should go check out the VA. You know?
Or the wars that happen in foreign countries, too, where you're waiting on... I mean, I get it. It sounds great, but not when you have to go see a specialist for something and you have to wait 3.5 years.
Yep. People dying on wait lists.
Yes. Yeah. That's no joke, man. I mean... No. Look, government has no business in our healthcare to begin with. It's bad enough that we've got it in the first place. But even what we're dealing with, I'm sorry, seems to be way better than what I've heard other people and seen other people deal with in other countries. I will not bitch one bit about that. I mean, it's bullshit. Don't get me wrong. I can bitch, but I'm not going to compare to other countries the shit that they go through. We've got it made, and our shit's fucked up, people. Just saying.
Hail Papa Cotton. Thank you for joining us.
If anything, what up, Papa? I would say one thing, though. If there was going to be any kind of government involvement as far as the medical field is concerned, it should be putting caps on what these CEOs of these freaking hospitals and everything are doing. If you're going to talk about some kind of government involvement, it should be there and stop there.
Well, it should be advocating for the patient. It should be protecting the people. That's the role of the government. It's the cock blocker from the people trying to fuck us. That's all it should be doing. Not making regulations to make it so that the people get fucked.
God's millionaire.
The whole Obama healthcare thing. What was upsetting about it was, I worked for Eastman Kodak Films. This, you have to have insurance bullshit. Now, mind you,
Did you meet Bill Cosby?
Yes. We're talking the later 90s, right? The wrestling era that we love. This is when I worked for Kodak. And Blue Cross Blue Shield family plan, 100% coverage in network was $25 a week, $100 a month. No copay, no bullshit, none of this. try finding anything near that these days, where you've got a $5,000 deductible. And,
Yeah, Obamacare fucked a lot of it up.
Oh, you want to know about Obamacare? Try being homeless, and you're basically, or I should say, facing homelessness, and you're basically making choices of, do I eat this week or pay my rent? And then some asshole comes over and says, guess what? We're shaking you down, and you got to pay for this mandatory health insurance that you're not using.
Yep.
Yeah. Guess what? Sent me to go live in my car for a few months. Yeah, that was fun. Thanks, Obama.
I had a couple friends that instead of doing the insurance, because of course the rates went through the roof retardedly, it was cheaper for them to pay the fucking fine. And I'm sorry, Tony, for cussing if this is a non-cuss stream, but dude, it was cheaper for them to just take the fine and pay it than it was to pay for the health care.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh yeah.
That's
dude, they got me with my taxes. What they did was when I had to file my taxes, because they'll start finding you're not filing your taxes. I filed my taxes and they're like, "What's your health insurance?" And I said, "I don't have any," and I don't have any numbers to give them to lie. So they're like, "Okay, fine." They sent it out, and then they started taking money out of my bank because I owed them for not. They were shaking me down for not paying for their freaking health insurance that I wasn't using.
Fucking Robin of Luxley shit here. We got some Robin Hood shit needing to happen.
Yeah,
so, I'm not a fan.
That's what they would do to me. And the thing is, before Obamacare, I would have the shittiest job. I'd be working at McDonald's or something, and I would have health care. Like I used to always have insurance at my jobs until Obamacare stepped in and started putting all these regulations on companies. Then it became harder to find a full-time job because companies that couldn't afford Obamacare would have to give you, if they had so many employees and they were working you 40 hours a week or full-time, maybe 36 hours, whatever, they would have to give you insurance. So then they'd start cutting people's hours. And I remember the argument of it, initially over Obamacare, and these fucking leftists were screaming, do you want people laying dead in the street? Kind of how they are now in California.
Yeah,
but
I was going to say that.
Yeah, it's like, who's laying dead in the street? We never had Obamacare for 200 years of this country before. Who the fuck is laying dead in the street?
Legal.
I'll tell you, man.
Well, I know when that whole thing with Obamacare, when that whole thing with Obamacare started, my wife was actually trying to add my daughter onto her health insurance plan. And she was trying to add me too, and she couldn't do it because it was going to cost her close to $1,500 a month extra to add us both on. $500 alone was just for my daughter, and it was going to be $1,000 to add me on. And it was like, well, screw it. I said, I already have, because I was on disability, I already had Medicare. I said, I'll just deal with that. And so I wound up, since I was disabled, I was able to add my daughter on as a recipient for Medicare, and she had to get covered under that. So I will say this, though. There is one thing that Obama kind of did right with his Obamacare, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear that kind of shit. But when he made the Obamacare for children, that was extremely helpful because we were able to get my daughter covered under that, the child care part of it. And it was 100% covering everything for her, including because she, like my wife, she had asthma. So that completely covered her 100%. And we didn't get hit with the outrageous bills that my wife was getting hit for the inhalers and shit like that. So
well, Tommy,
that was the one thing that he did right as part of that plan.
You know why? Oh, we got to keep the children healthy because we're going to take them from your homes. And, do some stuff.
Well, it's sad though, guys, because everybody here knows who Kroger's, the grocery store chain Kroger's is. We're all here in the U.S. So what they did was they no longer offered spousal insurance. So when they made it to the point that you had to have insurance, they made it where they didn't have to cover the spouse anymore.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
that was a dirty dick move, in my opinion.
Weren't you saying, Adam, that like you had family coverage for like $25 a week at Kodak, right?
Yes.
That's what I would still rather go that route, but it just, the point of this is these motherfuckers want to campaign off of the problems that they create. And they play everybody, and it's like, we've got to wisen up. We've got to get smarter than this. And I don't mean we as in everybody in this chat, everyone on the panel, we see it. But we as a society need to fucking stop falling for these tricks. Like, it saddens me that I'm a millennial, and it saddens me that my generation falls for these deceptive tactics, it seems, more than any other generation before us. I mean, they just eat this shit up. They
Y'all
eat
feel
the
like you're
corruption up.
Catholic, dude.
Well, I mean,
like
the problem is,
I was just gonna say, yeah, real quick, Tom.
well,
it's
yeah,
like
go
the
ahead, go
millennials
ahead,
are the
go ahead.
Catholic guilt, right? They have all the guilt. It's like it just goes to the millennials for some reason. So go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, well, part of the problem, and I know you're saying you wish people would wisen up, but I mean, have you really seen these mouth breathers that are out there, like all over Twitter, all over Facebook, even the ones that you run into on the street? These people have no business being out of the water and surviving. These people are idiots. They are all brain dead. I am 100% convinced that 90% of the population is just walking around like a zombie.
Well, we had to tell you not
as
to
intended.
iPods. Remember,
that's by design.
iPod. And if you're allergic to nuts, this does contain nuts. Peanut butter contains nuts, yo.
I love
Just so you know.
Nutter Butters, man. Those are the best.
These nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
Like
I used
Chris.
to live off those things.
Yeah. Like Chris was saying, it is by design. Like, they don't want you to know how your form of government works. So they take civics out of school. They don't want you to know certain things. And now we're at Common Core math, where they're trying to literally get away with teaching people how not to do math, so they can't put fucking 2 and 2 together. And that's dangerous. That's real dangerous.
Dude, when I heard a math teacher say that you could have multiple answers to a problem, that was a scary moment. That was the Hitchcock camera moment for me, when I was like hearing that being told, like, no, math is the ultimate language of truth. You can't bullshit math.
But then 1 + 1 can't equal 2. It has to equal 3, so we must lie and tell them this. That's how I take it, Chris.
We're in self-destruction mode. These people are self-destructive, and they're trying to sabotage our entire species. And it's...
Of course they are. Could you imagine an architect? He's like, yeah, I'm going to school, and my teacher said that I have multiple answers. Yeah, I'm sure the building you're going to work on is going to be very sturdy.
Yeah.
Wait, remember that feminist bridge that collapsed? Yeah, I mean, we joke, but guess what? That's what happens.
Timber bitches.
See, math does matter.
Yeah, you remember the garden and the chop zone as well. It's like just little things. Like, you really have to get some knowledge, One thing Tim Pool talks about when people are like, well, universal basic income. He's like, yeah, but some people have to work. What are you going to do when you go to the store and there's no milk? And they're like, well, what do you mean? He's like,
yeah, you don't have the right to others' labor.
Yeah, like, somebody has to milk the cows, somebody else has to pasteurize it, and someone at least needs to be in the factory when the machines are bottling it, and somebody's got to create the bottle for it, and someone's got to create the cap for it, and someone's got to build the crates that it's in, and somebody's got to drive it to the store, and like
somebody's got to print the labels.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's insane. Somebody's got to make the paper to print the labels.
Well, this is how you know that, like, feminism is a byproduct of Marxism. When you hear shit like that, when you hear the people that are, like, completely oblivious to how things are made or how businesses run, you hear that shit in feminism all the time, where they're like, women aren't enough in the leadership roles or whatever. We need to make initiatives to force women into these positions. Yeah, there aren't enough women coal miners either. Like, there aren't enough female janitors. Well, the men can have those shitty jobs. Like, so then you don't want equality.
Of course not.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, think about it, Chris. A man that identified as a woman is the fastest woman ever. So I guess we can do it better than you ladies, because there you go. There's your equality.
But that same mindset gets carried over to these undesirable jobs. Like, these morons are coming out of school thinking, the people that are making the milk, that are driving the trucks or whatever, like, oh, well, somebody else can do that. It's like, dude, in a socialist setting, you don't get to choose what you want to do. They tell you. Is it the each to their means or something?
Yeah, you're not going to be the revolutionary you think you are. Hail the Nuporial life form. It's great to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. Tina, I want to know. Okay, so Tina writes, I grew grew up believing that Reagan was our best modern president. Now I think Trump gives him a run for his money with the economy and foreign relations, but Reagan hasn't beat on people skills. I want to know, Tina, who do you think is the better entertainer, Trump or Reagan? Because they were both funny.
Right.
They both, yeah, we're in entertainment.
Yes. Now, that was Reagan spent his life keeping communism and agenda out of Hollywood, and exactly what we're seeing now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He warned us a bunch of times.
Yeah. Gap. I'd seen something recently talking about that the 8.9 that federal is pushing and everything like that, and you're seeing anywhere from what is it, like 10 to even up to 20% or higher in the stores as far as increases. And I just seen an article that's technically related to this on one of the MSNs or something like that, where they were talking about, the salary increases have slowed down, and that's a good thing. After they've been preaching for years how the salary needs to increase, now all of a sudden it not increasing and people not getting the raises is a good thing now. Really? How quickly they turn around, and most of these idiots that have been rah-rahing these people forget all about the shit they were rah-rahing about just 2 years ago. It's truly is baffling.
It is. And look, I get what they're saying. You don't want it like Venezuela, where people are walking around with wheelbarrows full of money and it doesn't fucking buy anything. But that's not the problem here. The problem is the endless printing of money. Back when we were all saying 2 years ago, no, don't send out stimulus checks. Open up the economy. What are you doing? So we're paying the bill for all that. We borrowed from ourselves in the future 2 years ago, and now the bill's coming due. And what do? They print more money, and they send 60 billion over to this country, and they send more over to that country. And
over 200 now.
Well,
that's ridiculous.
I know we're not going to say who, but everyone knows. Yeah. What's going on over there? That guy started pulling in, what did they say, 11 million a week or something? He's up to like $600 million to his name. That certain Slavic individual.
Our money hard at work for us, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
You know, all their people are,
all the gas?
All their people are dying and shit, but
dude, they dipped into our petroleum reserves, our emergency petroleum reserves, and sold it to China for Hunter's business associates.
While putting us under, like, we all knew it wasn't going to drop the price per gallon that much, but that's the impression they were trying to give us was, hey, we're trying to get gas prices down, so let's dip into our emergency oil. But then they just took that, and same as Pelosi and her husband just did with the computer chips, except it wasn't, they're at least not directly robbing from us. They're just cheating the system. He directly took from our emergency reserves
ours
to profit.
Yep.
Well, of course, after shutting down the Canadian pipeline, which we'd be paying about $1.50 a gallon right now if we had that
Keystone
pipeline.
XL. Yeah, gas is cheaper in Mexico right now. Like, it's insane.
And we're also still, Tony, I swear,
real quick. I was going to say real quick, Judas, that is it, the nebulizer.
Yeah,
Thank you.
nebulizer.
But when oil went under zero, I still think we're paying for that.
Yeah, I remember that. Like,
because it went negative, guys. Per barrel was negative. And I swear that's why a lot of this is also happening, is to balance out all that was lost then. That's just my personal opinion on it. But,
insane.
These people are thieves. This is just a crime syndicate.
But the stuff with BP? Is that what we're talking about, or no?
No, we're just talking about Biden dipping into our oil reserves and selling them to China.
That's ours. That's not his.
Yeah.
And Gap, my wife has epilepsy, and she needs medicine every single day to make sure she doesn't fall into grand mal seizures. And my mom needs medicine every day. And lately, the pharmacy, there's been a wait list for my mom's medicine, which scares me. She had to go like half a week last time she went to the went to the pharmacy to get all of her medicines. They didn't have it, and I had to go up there a few days later and get it for her. They had her on a wait list, and they kept getting some in, but they were so behind that the people who had their prescriptions before her were getting theirs. And it's that's the last thing we need. And speaking of medicine, you know, what have we done about realizing 90% of our medicine is made in China and that China medicates our military? We found all this out. Our medicine supplies everything. Our hospital supply, it's all made in China. We found that out during the pandemic. What have we done to fix that?
Oh yeah. Well, the assets that are installed in Washington don't want to fix that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know Huawei there, the creators of the 5G stuff for your phones. That's a big scam. Like, that shit doesn't work. Like, it's not like I've heard conspiracies that should fry people and all that stuff. No, the problem with 5G is that the range that it broadcasts is much smaller. It's more expensive, requires more fuel to power, so you need more of these little whatever those nodes are to broadcast it farther. And it doesn't really provide much of a speed increase. But yet everybody gets moved over to it, and your bill keeps going up. And now our entire communications network, our energy grid, everything is under control of a foreign enemy. Power in a video game.
No, you got it right the first time.
That's awful, Gap. And, you know, again, back to what we were talking about, Trump was trying to change that. He was trying, because I guarantee whatever medicine it is that you need, they're selling for a lot cheaper in other countries, and that's disgusting. They're selling us out and they always say, well, we as Americans need to sacrifice the people selling our oil reserves and cheating the stock market. And they always say that we need to sacrifice more, but I'm fucking done sacrificing.
Well, that's how they try to convince us to do the universal health care, because they're like, wow, everything's so expensive. We're on universal health care to lower the prices of everything.
They want us to beg them for help. So
they
exactly. Can take control over another industry.
Communism.
And it keeps these old cunts super rich. Look at the ones who are making these decisions. They're all like fucking 80 and 90 years old, and we're all fucked while they're sitting there in multi-million-dollar homes.
Yep. Nerdporial, we were talking about the Obamacare charge. Like, Chris and I, that I know of, we couldn't afford the insurance, so it was just better to take the hit on our taxes at the end of the year.
And they robbed me. They literally pulled it out of my bank. I had no say in it. They stole money from me, and it caused me to go homeless. Like, I was already struggling because I had lost my job when I was out in California, because the gaming industry is a piece of shit, and I'm about as stable as my mother is emotionally. But basically, my career went tits up, so I'm like looking for work. I'm unemployed, and the cost of living was so expensive out there that it was like, okay, I got to really, scrimp to see what I can do to keep myself afloat here while I keep looking for work. And then all of a sudden I had to do my taxes because it was around tax season. And they're like, well, what do you have for health insurance? It's like, I don't, because I can't give them a number to lie about it. So they're like, okay, fine. And they started taking money out of my bank. And it's like, no, wait, I need that money because that's how I'm paying rent. And they're like, oh, well, that's too bad. Guess what? You're gonna pay for this shit. So and California doesn't have those nice little winter protection laws like New England has, where they can't just kick you out, without notice. Out in California, they're like, yeah, get the fuck out. We're gonna get the sheriff to hammer something on your door.
About Stop Asian Hate, right?
Oh yeah, they didn't give a fuck.
That too, right? Gentlemen, I have to bounce. I shall be back if you are still on when I finish up with the gentlemen in the men's room. Thank you for letting me jump in.
Don't forget to shake afterwards and wash your hands.
I always wash my hands. Baby.
More than 3 times you're playing with it.
Yeah, you never go full Perlman.
You don't have to wash your hands.
Oh no!
Give me a hug.
Only after playing in the cage.
Why would I have to wash my hands? My dick's clean.
Exactly, gentlemen. Thanks again, and hopefully I will be back with you shortly.
We'll see you soon, Adam.
All right.
Hi, bye.
Baby.
What's up, E-Tup?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing? Hey, just got done taking the family to the movies. So,
did you see the new Minions movie?
I did. That's what we went to see. Was
how was it?
Dude, let me put it to you this way. There was at least 4 points in the movie. I was laughing so hard I was in fucking tears.
Oh shit!
It was amazing.
Despicable Me 3.
I think so. I think I've seen all of them.
That's how I was with Schindler's List.
Oh!
I was like, unsen. This was the best comedy I have ever seen.
Oh!
I'll tell you what, ETEP, I don't know what you've done to that missile silo, but the echo is fantastic, buddy.
It's this is why right here. There's nothing in the room right now. Except for me, the desk and the shit, because I was supposed to hang the drywall today, but my buddy hurt his back. He was the one who got blown up with a roadside bomb in Iraq. And he's been in a couple serious accidents. So his back is very, very sensitive. So he's like, yeah, man, I'm not going to be able to do that today. And I'm like, I understand. So I rented a truck tomorrow to go pick up the drywall, and the wife and I are going to do it. And I'm just going to cut the sheets down to manageable sizes and use a 2x4 to prop it up like I have done before. So I'll just put her on a ladder, and because it's like ceiling pieces, like they're back there behind that beam.
Okay.
I got to do 2 runs straight across the ceiling. It's like basically it's 4x8 sheets, so I just got to cut them down to 4 foot wide, and then I've got this piece over here right over the door that needs to be finished. Yeah. So I'll do that too. That's all I got to do, and then mop and get my fabric for the wall here, and then we start hanging everything up and bringing the gear in permanently.
Okay, I was gonna say, if you're worried about the echo, I could send a whole bunch of my toy crates over. We can cut down on that echo, buddy.
This whole wall here is going to be sound dampened by card backs. I've got hundreds of card backs to hang up there. But yeah, so it'll be that's the project. Before I'm gonna try to get everything done, cleaned, and start moving stuff in before the show tomorrow night. I tell you what, ETEP, if I still had it, I used to have a couple crates full of the sound deadening foam that they used to use in these mail sorting machines that we used to assemble, because they used to throw a whole bunch of extra out, and they were just foam with the damn sticker backs, man. These things were amazing. That would be crates of them. But the wife, unfortunately, she said, "You don't need these anymore," and she threw them out. Right. You know how women are. I do.
Got our very own ETEP Vila or ETEP Borland over here, or ETEP the Toolman Wakuian.
I have a whole tool room here, and no, it's not filled with people off of Twitter randomly.
So that's awesome, dude. I can't wait to see it done.
Neither can I.
Real quick, everyone, if you're not subscribed to the Nerdporeal Lifeform, subscribe to this guy. He's awesome. Nice. One of the first people to jump into my live streams, and a great guy. I met him during the little meetup, the Friday Night Tights meetup, the Fandom Menace meetup, whatever it was, last August. Got to meet this guy in person. Good people. So, yeah, maybe you will be sub 1400. Yes. So, yeah.
Yeah, brutal. So, power that power wheels up and drive to Michigan. Help him out.
There you go. We got a spare bedroom, and I got a fridge full of libations. So, we're good. Come on up.
Yeah. So, Godzillionaire says soon you'll have guys with bells pushing carts through the streets of LA. Bring out your dead. And I'm pretty sure they have that now. They're just
don't they do that in Chicago on Monday mornings anyway?
Yeah. Yeah.
And when that doesn't work, they just go Beetlejuice.
Gotta go goof around with the stoner puppets in 5. Ashley Biden taking a shower.
Come on, man. Drop the soap.
Come on, man.
Yes. So Notorial
Could you
says,
imagine he's over there right now with the Saudis, and they're like laughing in his face, and all the news channels are like, "Oh yeah, he made peace." They're fist bumping. They're laughing their asses off. They're gonna bring him to one of their soccer stadiums and have like on the jumbotron just a reel of Hunter jerking off and banging hookers and stuff, and just laughing at them.
a bunch of Democrat senators and Democrat politicians and stuff, they're pressuring Biden to confront the Saudi prince about that reporter that they killed like a year or two ago. Like, he ain't getting into confrontations with... He just has dementia rage. Like, you're expecting him to sit down and strategically confront this guy and argue with him? Like, he just called the Saudis murderers a year ago.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's true, but then you don't go beg them for fucking oil.
That's why they're laughing their asses off between everything that's going on. The whole world is laughing at these creeps, these disgusting, disturbing pricks.
Yeah.
Unreal.
It's sick. If you haven't seen Paul Joseph Watson's latest video, and it's entitled, like, There's Something Wrong with Joe Biden, he does a great job of lining up some of Joe Biden's more embarrassing moments throughout the election season when he in 2020, and then throughout his presidency, and making the case for Biden having dementia, and really well done. Great video. So I suggest that to everyone. Nerdporio Lifeform says Kroger ruined Mariano's near me in Chicago. Mariano's was the best quality foods you could get, but after Kroger bought them, the quality has become non-existent. And I'm a personal shopper in my day life, and since all this started and the shortages and stuff, Kroger never had like the best produce, but they had pretty decent produce, and it has gone down. Like, our produce quality has gone down. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that or.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's shit now. Food doesn't even taste the same anymore. It tastes like more watered down.
It doesn't have the same nutrient value it used to have. That's why people are getting fat, because they're fucking having to eat more to get the nutrients and shit. It's
Yeah.
Oh God, what is that? What is that movie? 11/22/63 or 11/24/63? It's supposed to be the one where the guy time travels back in time to try to stop the assassination of JFK. They had actually made mention of that show in there about how much different the food tasted as compared to the modern age that he was used to.
Yeah.
It did not taste the same. It was so much more flavorful. And I mean, even as a kid, growing up in the 70s into the 80s, I mean, the food, even at the fast food restaurants, was so much more different than it is today.
Yeah.
It's garbage.
Well, they've done like side-by-side comparisons of like what tomatoes used to look like then and now too, and there's a drastic difference.
Yeah, but you know what's funny too? I when I was in Italy, we were talking a long time ago. We're talking like nearly 15 years ago. And I had some of the chicken that they had over there. And it was regular free-range chickens. Nothing was put in anything. It tasted so good. And the chickens were all tiny. They weren't big. They look almost like pheasants or something. Like
they weren't stuffing them.
Exactly. And they tasted amazing. They didn't have any of that greasy kind of shit afterwards.
Dude,
it was truly amazing.
They get the chickens so fat out here that they can't even fucking walk. The chickens that they raise to be eaten, and it's fucking cruel. It's cruel.
Well, that's like what is it? Ducks for like the foie gras and shit. The how they do that is pretty brutal. Yeah, they like literally force feed them until their liver like gets like super fatty.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. Like, do we need that? Anyway, yeah, and especially on a mass scale, like any restaurant serving that foie de gras or whatever shit anytime on the menu, I mean, that there's something nefarious going on.
Of course.
Judas Goat Barbecue says, I don't begrudge public assistance helping people, but my generic inhaler is $75 a month with the insurance, while the public assistance folks pay $5 a month for the same inhaler. Yeah, and a lot of that public assistant folks are people that aren't even citizens of the country, and here you are busting your butt just to be able to afford a necessity. It's not, they're forcing you to buy car insurance and just so many other things, little certifications for your job or just whatever it may be, driver's licenses. But here's what you need. You need this medicine. It affects whether you're like here or not, or whether you're living any type of quality of life or not. And they make it unreachable. And then make their fucking campaign ads where they say this shouldn't be unreachable. You should be able to afford this. Just give me more power, and I promise I'll make it affordable to you. And it's like, you're the one making it unaffordable in the first place. I don't know how anyone can be in Congress for 30, 40, 50 years and complain about problems in this country like they can solve them. You're the reason this problem exists.
Exactly. Proof of it right now.
Well, it's like hunting and fishing licenses. Like, back in the day, you didn't have to do any of that stuff because they don't want you to live off the land. They don't want you to do that without having to pay them or whatever.
You're 100% correct.
So,
Tina, but yet they're trying to police all those little things, but yet we have criminals literally going in and out of jails in all these major cities on a daily basis. Over 100 fucking arrests. And they get out again. They get out again.
Yeah, I just saw that on, there are people, this person calls themselves a professional booster now. Did you see that on the news? They're in New York City, and they're like, so you, go around and steal stuff for a living? You're like, well, I don't call it stealing. I'm a professional booster.
Yeah, I see that one. That crazy. I couldn't tell if it was a guy or a girl.
Get your boosters. Get your boosters.
I'm not a serial killer. I'm a population control engineer.
That's right. See?
That's 100% correct. Wuhan all the way. Thank you, baby.
To follow up on the question I asked Tina earlier, who's the better entertainer, Trump or Reagan? She says, wow, that's a rough call. Reagan a bit better because his fireside chats made people feel safe, where Trump's quips made people feel angry, except for the few of us that thought it was hilarious. I was just listening to a Timcast where they were saying that Trump should do fireside chats. It would be hilarious to see Trump do fireside chats. I wish that was a thing.
Both were entertaining. One was playing a cowboy all the time, and the other one was grabbing pussy. But
right?
Yeah,
I wonder what the correct technique to grab somebody by the pussy is.
Is it like a bowling ball?
Firm but gentle.
I think so.
Firm but gentle. Okay.
He does the Spider-Man technique, I think.
Oh, okay.
That would be an accurate assessment.
Not like 4 fingers in and the thumb, just
the Shockmaster.
No. They're too tight, I guess. You gotta do it a different way.
It's the Gash Master.
Somebody pee in my hand. I'll show you how it's done.
I'm getting baby formula ads when there isn't no fucking baby formula to buy. What's up with that?
Yeah. They said it's even worse.
Yeah. Yep.
Fucking crazy.
So here's the professional booster.
God.
Is that Randy Watson without the soul glow?
When you take something, they call that petty larceny. Anything that's under $1,000 considered petty larceny. Anything that's over $1,000 is considered grand larceny.
I think that's Jordan Peele.
That's why I had the felony. Why
do they have a beard? Stubble.
I went to Bloomingdale's. Bloomingdale's, and I stole. I professionally.
What the fuck is this thing?
That's what I'm confused too.
Okay.
Is this a trans non-binary fucking?
Shirts and pants for the winter.
Okay, and you got a pretty nice shirt on. Did you steal that shirt?
I want to know.
No.
Right.
No, I borrowed it from my
What are you
oppressors.
doing now?
Beat up an
Even
American
still-
gladiator.
Why didn't they steal
Even now
some
that
soap
you're
or
out on
shampoo?
supervised
I have to give me an outfit.
Or a Bic razor.
Some activator, man. Fix those curls.
I have to give me an outfit.
You have to get a new
I have to
outfit.
get a new outfit.
Some
Okay,
wax.
you're gonna go steal it.
So I have to
What
go.
happened to Apollo
Or
Crews?
steal it.
Oh god damn.
Oh, professional. I'm a professional booster. That's
Professional booster.
I'm a booster.
100
waiting for it.
Them
Chip
stones.
boosters.
She originated in Wuhan.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh hell no.
I was making some purple drink when it happened.
What purple drink? What was she trying to be, the Black Panther?
Shit.
Wakanda forever, baby.
Dude. What are we like how can anybody look at this and not go, that's the most absurd thing I've ever seen?
Yeah.
So you're a thief, is what you are. You're a fucking thief. You're not a professional booster. You're a thief.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Godzillionaire,
But that's probably racist.
yeah.
Oh.
Godzillionaire says, so releasing the oil reserve, the price goes down 50 cents. When it stops, it'll go up $2. No. That's the thing. We didn't get any of the oil reserve. He sold it to fucking China. Like 100 million barrels.
Yeah.
So he took our emergency supplies and sold them
Sold it to his son's company.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
That's treason. So yeah, that's what happened. Hey, America. Yeah. Well, let's get those reserves. Well, what reserves? And Xi Jinping sitting there laughing, drinking his champagne everywhere he goes.
And he sold them to the people who want to basically just eliminate us.
Yep.
That's
Listen to Katy Perry while he does it.
Baby, you're a firework. Fuck you, Dave. Fuck you.
2.6.
I fucking love Randall Park. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yes, we need to invade Mexico and take their gas.
Yeah, why not?
Read my sketchbook, and good to see you, by the way.
Yeah, man. What's up, Cardinal?
Ping sent me. He sent me to America to get more of those reserves. Sure.
Yeah,
Also,
see, even
American people. Sure. No more gas. Can't see
give us
me.
our gas back, dude. Give us our oil.
Enforcer. John Cena.
And you'll never know it because you can't see him.
Yeah.
Ding-a-ding-a-ding.
In
Just
10
like
years,
that.
he's going to be apologizing for calling the U.S. a country.
Oh,
Thank you,
yeah.
Cena.
I'm sorry. I had to hit this one. Fuck you, is a round eye.
Quilo.
You see what they're doing now, right? They're grooming Bradley Cooper. They're trying to put him into politics. They put him with Wiener's ex, and they're already talking a run for presidency.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Jesus. So,
Dude, I thought she was Hillary Clinton's bitch.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, there was like Huma Abedin was rumored when she was still married. I don't know if she's still married to Anthony Weiner or not.
they're officially divorced.
Are they? Because isn't he in prison anyway? Did he get locked? Yeah, I'll say he got locked up. But
John Cena wants Huma.
Yeah, her and Hillary did like a photo shoot together a couple years ago. I think it was.
Well, they said that Epstein was getting Hillary all those young prostitutes and stuff.
Yeah, like I
She's a
said,
carpet
man,
quizzing connoisseur.
Yeah,
I think that's how she met Uma.
could have been.
I tell you, you know who they try to get? They got to get to try to run Pelosi's illegitimate child, Bieber.
Baby, ooh.
I have a stroke. I can't sing anymore.
If it was anybody but Justin Bieber, I'd probably fucking feel bad.
Well, don't forget his wife first had some shit, and then
Who's he married to? He's married?
Yeah, some hot blonde. But it doesn't matter because he's very very gay. There's literally there's photos out there of him tongue kissing a black rapper and someone else.
Wait, who is this?
Justin Bieber?
Yeah, he's a faggot.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, hail tap and die. Hail tap and die. Good to see you, brother.
I was gonna say paging doctor, bundle of sticks, but Vinny just went for it.
Damn! Yeah, there's no splitting hairs in that one, man.
Sorry, I was mesmerized by seeing his face.
So he just says, "This guy's."
Wow! It's like a
Bunch
80s
of
rap.
slack jaw bundle of sticks in this place.
Oh my god!
God damn, I can't
Woo.
stop laughing.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I
This is what happens when I'm sleep deprived,
all
I'm
opinion-
working, and I think I'm just talking to the guys. who forget
opinions
we're
do
on.
not represent the.
Turn it off.
God damn it! Where's the Robert Loggia clip? Where's the Robert Loggia clip at? Not okay.
Not okay.
Look at that big ass. Look at that big juicy booty.
Did you see the one where the guy was sitting there talking about AOC going up the steps, talking about
yeah.
how sweet ass she has?
That's,
and-
Yeah, oh, that was
I was getting ready to go over there and punch him.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
you
she
weren't.
was
She
talking-
she wanted to deck him.
Giving the
Yeah.
Chun-Li freaking peace sign in the camera. Get the hell out of here.
That's what
She
she
wants
was
his jacket.
talking about in that video. Was what dude was saying to her, Ethan Klein, or not Ethan Klein, homeboy Klein. They're all fucking Kleins. What do you want me to say? He's
Oy
on
vey.
10cast tonight. ETAP, we need a shocker emoji over on your channel since I can't make emojis yet.
I can do that. We can have a
Scrambles
shocker
was
emoji.
requested.
We
Yeah.
we need we need more channel members though to unlock more emojis. But we will get one. I'll have to look at what the next tier is for channel members, and we'll let you know how many we need. So we need a recruitment drive, and the first emoji we'll make it will be a shocker emoji.
Yeah. And Alex Stein, thank you, my sketchbook. My sketchbook also says that Justin is a trans man, so she is very straight, Vinny.
Again,
Lesbians with extra steps.
Apologies, Tony. Apologies.
Lesbian seagull, fly away. Call, call.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good times, and that's even through anything they want to put us through, through any hardships that our elected representatives that are supposed to protect us from such hardships, whatever they put us through, they can't take away our sense of humor, and it's important to keep it, because when you laugh at them, they lose all their power. They really do. And if you can get the entire society to laugh at them, they talk about with the Soviet Union, that's when things really started going downhill for the communist regime, was when people stopped fearing them and started snickering behind their backs and making jokes. And then one day they did. The people had enough, and they were marching down the street to the palace, and a lot of the military was like, I'm not going against these people. And they put down their guns and marched with them. And they get into the to where their officials are, and they were expecting a fight. And I mean, these cowards who had been putting these Russians through hell were hiding under their desks. It kind of like January 6th, but not staged. All the pictures of the politicians laying there and hiding and getting photo opportunities to look scared so they could use it as a tool. Kind of like that, except they really were scared, and they were just complete and utter pussies. Kind of like what you'd expect if the Canadians had fucked this and marched to Parliament right now, exactly what Justin Trudeau would be doing.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure Trudeau's head would wind up his own ass. I'm pretty certain.
Yeah.
No, we need to bring back tarring and feathering.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Agreed. But, one of our more powerful tools right now is our sense of humor. It's our meme economy. They can't control that as much as they want to, as much as they'd like to take over the memes and use it for their propaganda. They can't. The left can't meme. And the reason the left can't meme is because they're memeing in the name of the state, and that's just not fucking cool.
Another thing I find absolutely hilarious that you could do to them, Tony, and I do it all the damn time with the idiots on Twitter. I like to insult them in a way that takes them anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes to figure out exactly how I insulted them. Because that is the best. Because while you're laughing your ass off at them, they're still scratching their head until they get it. And then when they finally get it, they just disappear. Usually you get blocked. It's wondrous.
Or they'll write a really long paragraph that you're never gonna read. Like,
I have so many memes for that situation. It's like the left can't meme, and then the leftist clap back is like, yeah, like you said, like 2 or 3 paragraphs. I have a bunch of them with like, different ways to say I'm not reading all that fucking shit. Yeah, you get those like photo comment memes are like currency right now.
You know what the best is when you get them really good, ETEP, and you know it's coming because they devolve down to like the 5th grade mentality, and their best comeback is like, you're a poopy head.
Yeah. Malfunction.
Well, the latest one I found was there was a gif of Steamboat Willie with that giant trolling face instead of Mickey Mouse's face. I just put that out. It was perfect.
These people, they're insane.
They are.
Well, it's brainwashing. You know, the sad part is like, if you take a step back, and this is what I find incredibly scary. Take a step back and for a minute ignore who's saying something, saying the thing, and listen to what they're actually saying, and you find that both sides of the argument are saying almost identical things.
Yeah,
they're brainwashed. They're nuts. They're how are they not seeing this? You cannot get that level of disconnect without some form of mental conditioning. Something is happening. People don't just naturally polarize like that. Something has pushed the population to do this, and it's scary as shit because we're literally both sides think they're in the right. Nobody is like, yeah, I'm an asshole. I know I'm being an asshole. I know I'm being wrong.
Well,
no, it's like
that's what it is. It's by design. They want people to fight amongst each other over the stupidest things that mean absolutely nothing. Tony, I'm sharing screen if you wanted to see this. This was the animated GIF that I found. I put that instead. So no response.
Nice.
It's perfect.
Very nice.
I'm trying to find this meme here as far as like the people writing the paragraph, but it's like the 2 Wojak heads, like the Chad one and the one, and it's just got a paragraph of shit, and the Chad's like, I'm not fucking reading all of it.
I'll send it to you. Hang on. I think I've got it.
Yeah. So the people like Ryan Johnson, who they straight had him on video when he was in school, when he was in film school, talking about, I want to make films that divide people. They searched him out. Like Chris talks about how, there's a higher power telling Kathleen Kennedy what to do. Definitely, and they look for people like this. They look for people like Ryan Johnson because they want to divide us at every aspect. They want to, have us fighting over gold dresses and everything, so that's how you get everybody pissed off. That's how you divide people. Start the smallest fissure at the most fundamental level. Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious.
Sorry, Tony. Tony's making this really good point in this page.
I'm the one that threw the meme up. So.
Check your DMs. I just sent it to you. I'll send you a couple more.
I definitely used to think she was pretty freaking
hot. Yeah. I thought she was hot.
She was cute, yeah.
Maybe I am an NPC. No, having the same opinions as celebrities and major corporations while repeating every media talking point verbatim is what real people do.
Yeah.
Yes. So what have we got here? ETAP. Man, I got a lot of messages.
ET one, man.
Yeah, this is the one. Yeah.
Yep, that's the one.
I got you.
I'm not reading all that. Oops, maybe not that one.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Suddenly, I don't feel so bad from before.
You went the wrong direction, homie.
The best comedy is inappropriate, so the woke people are incapable of humor. Yes, I agree, Judas Goat Barbecue, but I'm still not showing that meme again. You'll have to rewind it and pause it.
One of the funniest things that happened during a live stream, we were on Red's channel, and Miriam pulled something up to show Red, and on that Google search, there were literally people fucking, and neither one of them saw it. I'm like, I think you should take that down right now. I'm like, what? You don't see what's happening?
All right. Do you want me to do the screen share and navigate through those memes, Tony? I won't go the wrong direction. I got you.
Well, mine is it's like opposite. Like you'd think if you hit right, it would go to the next one, but it goes back. And if you hit left, then it goes forward. It's like, what the fuck is this, manga? Like it's weird.
Yes.
All right,
manga.
And he'll tap and die if you didn't hear me the first 13 times. Good to see you, man.
There's This is a great response to any female who's kind of coming at you sideways. Just hit her with one of these. I've got a really good Steve Harvey one too from Family Feud. He's like, "Show me a father figure," and then you get the big red X when they get the answer wrong. Oh shit! Here's a good one. I don't fucking care. It's true.
What is the say?
What's that?
What does the bottom right say?
This is a leftist response. Right-wing memes are short and sweet because they ask you to appeal to knee-jerk assumptions, which have already been deeply coded into your mind by social propaganda. By contrast, leftist memes are tasked with breaking your social brainwashing, which requires complexity and nuance. Shut the fuck up. We're not reading all that.
Can't meme.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, here's I'm leftist dog. I'd like to, and this is a leftist meme.
There are no leftist
not
doge.
dog. Come on.
There are no leftist doge.
Yeah.
No.
This one too, right here.
Yeah.
And then we're back home here, so this is where we'll stop, so we won't go any farther, and I won't double dip on the inappropriate memes.
Can't stop thinking about space fentanyl.
Space fentanyl, baby, look, it's a thing.
Carrie Fisher knows.
Oh damn!
Tony showed a great one on my stream before. He said that Netflix they're gonna redo Mega Man. And he
I seen that when you were showing that.
Cannot breathe.
Oh.
That was fantastic.
Let me search for Netflix's Mega Man.
I can't believe they fucked up Resident Evil. Like, it's not that hard.
How bad was it? Like,
I could only stomach through like the first episode. It was fucking bad. Rewatch mine later. You'll find out how horrible it was.
Yeah, I'm like,
Wesker's now black and has 2 children who apparently
wasn't Wesker. Wesker was the white guy.
Yeah, the blonde-haired guy with the sunglasses.
Yeah.
So, everyone, you saw it.
Oh, go ahead.
You saw it here second. You saw it on Vinny's channel first. After the riveting success of Resident Evil, Capcom and Netflix have gotten together to bring you Mega Man. So everyone, this is Netflix's Mega Man.
Okay.
I'll do the same joke. And they said in the show he could only point his gun at pregnant women and go, "Where's your fentanyl, baby?"
And it's not Dr. Wiley, it's Dr. Whitey in this one.
Yeah, Dr. Whitey.
I'm mega fentanyl man, baby. This arm cannon, the fentanyl blaster.
That's what I'm thinking. He can fight Fentanyl Man and like get the fentanyl shot once he defeats him. Fucking awesome.
Yeah. Switch to fentanyl lit blaster.
Yes. So Netflix's Mega Man. I hope you guys are. The CGI looks great too.
It's on par. It's on par.
Yes, on par for Netflix.
But like. God. This here is the Stars and Bravo team. Like, it's already pretty fucking diverse. Like, you don't need to fuck with it. Like, you already have a black guy. You have a freaking Spanish guy. You know,
Joseph!
you don't need to do any of this shit.
Rico.
Rico. They might die, but that's That's what happens in horror.
Well, I mean,
Everybody
if you were to
dies
look at
usually.
like the ethnic breakdown of the country, and then you look at what's being presented in our media, those don't match.
I know.
They are so disproportionately like. We talk about representation. What about over-representation?
Well, that's what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the whole alphabet mafia. I mean,
Yeah,
they're talking
3%.
50%. Yeah, 3%. They want 50. That's worse than the 1352 thing.
That's all part of their agenda to try to normalize people, because if you see it constantly in everything, oh well, it must be everybody's like that, and then so you get people that are brainwashed into thinking that they're like that too, even when they're not. And I've seen it with other people I know through my daughter. It's the same thing. It's brainwashing. I mean, you're basically looking at something on the lines of Alex DeLarge from freaking Clockwork Orange at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the stills for the live action Pinocchio that's going to be on Disney Plus?
Oh no.
Is that with
oh Jesus! Oh my God!
Suddenly,
Why do you have J.J. Abrams on your screen?
Oh my God! I can't unsee that.
Well, he's
Take that
definitely a
off the
goy.
screen.
That is a Gentile.
Yeah, and next to that photo, there you go. There was proof.
Yes, I typed in what you said to type in the chat, meaning in the private chat. That's what came up. So,
but yeah, there's literally he's in the recording booth kissing a guy. There's this black kid who's passionately kissing him as well. Yeah, and they're passing off like he's some kind of straight person that to get those young girls to buy the music.
Well, dude, look at where he got his. Where did he get his big break? It was from the Ellen show. So there you go. Ellen DeGenerate gave him the push. So
he's probably vacationing with the Bidens. Showering.
Hunter's got a wig on him.
What's up, the men's room? It says I opened this up to Justin Dickface. Wow, it's Disney Plus's live action Pinocchio. I think it looks great.
I think that's why Tom Hanks wanted to play Geppetto so bad.
Yeah. I was Woody, and I'm one now.
He was just teaching him to lie all the time.
Somebody's poisoned the water hole. I better shove your nose in it, Justin. We'll find out.
I'll tell you what, all the representation you're trying to push into some of these horror shows is just absolute bullshit. Because growing up in Trenton and having all the black friends that I did, whenever we talked about horror, they said, "Oh, I don't like watching horror," and I don't understand why white people would get themselves into situations like that. Because if I seen some crazy guy with a machete, I would run. So it wouldn't be much of a horror movie if it was all black people in it. I'm just sorry, because they would all run.
I'm so frustrated by horror movies. I'm like, no, well, what's the one where like urban legends kept coming true? Was it Jeepers Creepers, or there was one where like
Urban Legend.
Was it with the Noxema girl?
Yeah.
Either way, like the person sitting there screaming as the fucking killer shoves a funnel in their mouth and pours Drano. It's like, fucking punch him! Right. What are you doing just screaming? Do something. Like,
or do like every black guy would tell you in the movies when they're watching it, run, bitch, run!
Yeah. I'm not allowed to watch horror movies with Tony. He's just gonna point out all the obvious.
I get so frustrated. Like, this is your life we're talking about. Fight.
Yeah. No, I never horror movies never scared me. Like I saw Nightmare on Elm Street when I was like 6 or 7. Like they never really bothered me. In fact,
scared the shit out of me.
Well, I was laughing because I can't remember. I think it was one of the Friday the 13th or whatever. I'm like, these people are terrible, And it was like as they're getting off, I'm like, maybe they deserved it.
Yeah, I was never scared of Friday the 13th. But yeah, when I was young, there was like a Freddy one that got me as a kid.
No, well, like
Freddy, I used to have nightmares where like it wasn't Freddy himself, just his voice, like following him in dreams, and it was fucking creepy as fuck.
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Yes, that's
one of my favorites.
The original Friday the 13th, when I was a kid and I seen that in the theaters, the whole movie itself was fine, But that end when Jason comes out of the water, that actually.
Oh yeah, that jumped me. Yeah. But the plot of Friday the 13th one, like, I don't know, maybe because I'm a sociopath, I don't know. But like when I was a little kid and I saw that, and I'm like, well, all those people killed her son, so she's just getting revenge. Like, how is she the bad? What?
Yeah, she's not really the villain.
That is
not wrong.
Like Jason used to get me, like the Friday the 3rd, and the first one was fine, but it's just something about staring into that hockey mask with just like black eyes staring back at you, just that void that used to, and not even Michael Myers, which is similar, it's got the black voided eyes, but just something about Jason fucking, it did it for me. That shit scared me.
Yeah,
that is. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Chris. No, I was just gonna say that's my favorite horror series is Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
So the only movie that ever gave me nightmares, and I guess I should be grateful because I didn't have nightmares from movies until I was in my 20s or late teens, was the first 5 minutes of Saving Private Ryan. It was the only time I've ever had nightmares.
Yeah.
So never, like the Freddy stuff, I kind of found it funny in a way. Like, it was before it went over the top slapstick funny, but like I like Dream Warriors to me was my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street film. Part 3.
Agreed.
I wasn't scared by it. I thought it was just like a cool movie. I was like, all right, because like when Taryn died there, the girl with the drug problem or whatever, it was like, how are they gonna get the wizard guy next? And it was like, I don't know, it was just cool watching them all band together and kick his ass.
What really got me wasn't the Friday the 3rd, because I used to watch. Well, I was watching like USA Up All Night, so they were kind of edited too. But we'd rent them sometimes on VHS. But the Friday the 13th NES game would fuck me up, and maybe it was just the constant scary music. Yeah, but that's what would really
Splatterhouse.
Purple Jason.
Splatterhouse was a good one. Oh, Etep, you were talking about Friday the 13th.
Yes.
I don't know how much of a fan do you think I might have been?
Ooh.
Oh shit! Nice, bro. I wore my I Love Fridays Jason Voorhees shirt today. That was my I got me and Trey got matching Jason Voorhees. Yeah, that's the one he wore to school, and his principal on Casual Friday, and his principal's like, "Do you think that's appropriate?" And Trey, like I said, immediately was like, "No, he's the hero of the movie. It's called The Lifeguard. He's not a bad guy."
It's Friday, of course it's appropriate.
I was like, "That's my boy. That's my boy." But no, it's a campy series, and the later entries, like up to like Jason Takes Manhattan. Like I picked it apart in my review.
Jason was the best one, man.
Oh yeah, part 6. That is absolutely the best entry in the entire series, bar none. And you can keep that 2009 crap. The only good thing about that was seeing Willa Ford's tits.
I think you know what? I that 2009 one, I really didn't like seeing Leatherface the lead role for that. For Jason's.
I was like, I'm like Jason Voorhees isn't like gonna set traps and shit like that. Like he's not gonna run electric.
I was still alright with that. I know there's a lot of people who hated it, but I still thought it was alright for what it was.
Yeah, I thought it was alright too for what it was.
I fucking hated it. I fucking hated
it. Play the video games?
Can I ask why everybody seems to exclude or they erase out of their memory that Freddy Krueger was always a pedo?
Yeah. Oh no, he was.
Yeah, that's why
they explained that. They explained that. One of them. Which one was it? They went back in time and said that he was a pedophile, and they burned him alive.
That was the Friday the 13th series, or the Nightmare on Elm Street series, where they burned him alive like that.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
Well, they did. Robert Englund. They did like the metal one as well, and they talked about it in there, I believe. But they mentioned it a couple of times.
The one where she kills him at the end when the demons or whatever show up. The 3.
That was
the 3D
part.
one?
Was that part?
They kind of hit
5.
That and 2.
I think that was part. Was that the Dream Child? Or was that?
It's a.
Or was that? I think it was the Dream Child. That was part 5. I think 4 or 5. Because they ran to get. A New Nightmare was like, that was probably one of the best ones. I like Dream Warriors is my favorite one, but the New Nightmare where they, it's outside the thing and Wes Craven is actually in it. That movie was amazing. I saw that in the theater and I was like I said, Dream Warrior is still my favorite, but all in all, as far as like being a quality movie, I think New Nightmare literally is probably one of the best horror movies in concept and delivery.
I think one of the things that actually made that one so good, ETEP, is they actually went back to the formula of the original film and they made Krueger a much darker looking character.
Yes.
Well, it was a mystery who it was.
Yeah, because he was vicious in part 1 and 2. He had touches of comedy, and they leaned in more. Now, I don't dislike the comedy in that series because it was Robert Englund, and he always delivered, and you always bought it because you knew it was funny, but you knew there was something really violent coming after that. So it worked very well. In that context, it's not like these new horror movies where they make it's absolutely stupid. No, I see you Gap After Dark with the Jason X. Oof.
Oh God!
I actually didn't mind that one. I didn't mind Jason X just for what it was. What I couldn't stand and I was really disappointed at was Jason Goes to Hell, because that could have been so much better. The very beginning of that is good, and the very end of it is decent. Everything in the middle is just trash.
Yeah, it was bad. Hang on, I got a guest here in the studio.
Do you remember when?
What's up, buddy?
Hey.
I'm in with my Jurassic World shirt.
Cool.
Jurassic World.
Awesome.
It's a brand new one.
Nice.
New logo.
That's a nice shirt. Excellent, man.
Nice catch. Here, why don't we just hold that in your ear like we're Tom Holland in Uncharted? There we go.
What?
People are going to know you got...
Hello.
Say hello to your mother for me.
And we watched one of the episodes and something bit me.
Yeah.
Whoa,
It
what?
was freaky.
They're watching this show, Something Bit Me.
One of their...
I swear it wasn't me.
A hippo was like...
It's the biting.
Her whole... She had a bite mark right here.
A hippo?
Yup.
A lady got bit by a hippo?
Yeah, but...
Yeah, those
she
are
got-
Yeah,
dangerous.
dude. Was it a hungry hippo?
No.
Oh, damn it. Was it blue or purple?
Was it Lizzo?
No.
I do my hair toss, check my nails.
It was a hippo that...
You're fat as hell.
Say hi at my sketchbook.
Hi, my sketchbook. And I see you, fire turkey. I see you.
I see you, I saw.
See you.
I see you.
Say, I seen it.
I seen it.
I seen it, baby.
Yeah, do it.
I seen it, baby.
Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on.
No to all
Here.
and to all. Good night.
Here, Trey, hang on. We'll do this. Wait, where's it at? Here, do it. Do it. Go ahead.
Hit me, baby.
I'm such a good parent. Say, it's me, baby. Do it one more time.
Oh damn!
Say, put your pregnant hands up.
Damn it. Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on. All right, wait. Hang on. Let me do it. All right. Do it. Put your pregnant hands up.
Put your pregnant hands up.
No, do it with your hand.
Put your pregnant hands up.
Frankie knows.
Oh my
Did
god!
you even see the Jurassic World?
You don't have to yell. It echoes down here because we don't have anything in here. You don't have to yell.
I'm sorry. Did I interrupt you?
Frankie Nose says, hey, Triceratops.
Say hi to Frankie Nose. He said, hey, he called you Triceratops. Because the dinosaur thing.
Oh, no.
You get it? Triceratops of Triceratops?
Hey.
No, you're not chopping me. I will. Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh,
I don't know. Well, is it just me? But every time that ETEP apparently is instructing Trey, I keep getting that image that he's got the Whitney Houston song playing in his head. You know, teach your children and let them lead the way.
I believe the no wait. I believe the children are the future, baby.
It's me, baby, and I came up with the job.
No.
No.
Oh God!
Stop.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
We've come to
Frankie
an
says
understanding.
Triceratops was a Jurassic joke.
It was a Jurassic World joke.
Tell him I get it. Tell him I get it. I'm gonna do this.
He just had to explain it just a little bit. Stop.
Okay.
Yes.
It's official. His mother's accepted the fact that I've nicknamed him Slapnuts now.
Oh no!
Oh God.
Yep.
So you gotta do the shuffle. You gotta do the fentanyl shuffle. You gotta do the George Floyd shuffle. It's like he was in the store and he was doing it. He's like, you gotta do the fentanyl. I'll break it down to that little C. All right, what the hell? And then there goes my earbud. You're fired, bud. You're fired. You're ruining the budget. There we go. See?
I'm back.
Is it working?
Yes.
Okay.
Now let's hear it.
What?
Tony,
Yes.
just making sure it works.
Hold that in your ear.
Wow.
You're fired again.
Reading you clear.
Is it? It looks like. What the hell? It looks like a hand. It does really. It's about. Well, like I said, we're 11 by 17. So I mean, technically, if the ceiling was a little bit higher.
That go all the way back.
All right, push me.
When he slid back like that, I almost pictured him going through the wall.
Yeah.
What are you doing? All right.
Now it's just out of focus and loud.
I know. All right, stop.
Get out of your chair so like, Dad, spin me around.
Yes.
Spin me around though.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just beating him. That's why we're off camera.
Oh, it's so good. Real quick, Judas Goat Barbecue. I remember seeing the previews for Jacob's Ladder, but I never saw that
never seen
movie.
it
I
either.
wanted to though. He says it gave him
that
Jacob's
movie is
Ladder gave him
trippy.
nightmares.
Yeah. It is very trippy, Tony. If you have never watched that one, you really should watch that.
I should.
Well, that's basically what Silent Hill 2 has the same premise, or at least from what I took from the game.
That's what
You know, like-
Godzillionaire's next comment was. Resident Evil 2 and Silent Hill games freaked him out as a kid, which, yeah, that first Resident Evil, like I was like maybe 14 or 15 when that came out, but I'd like stay up all night. It would be dark. Everyone in the house would be sleeping. And I'd be in that mansion or dealing with the hunters or whatever after you do the outside and come back in the mansion. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
That was
like
awesome.
sometimes not having any music and it just being silent in that mansion would be a little
Oh, dude. Tony, I don't know if you ever played the remake game.
yes,
But-
I have it. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was one of my favorites. And that whole thing that they added with that character Lisa.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
a good part.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I liked about the remake.
I have it on my PlayStation and my Switch because I forgot I had it on my PlayStation, so
Nice.
love it.
Yeah. I had it on multiple systems as well. Like the GameCube when it came out. That's the only reason why I bought that shitty fucking system. For Zero and for that.
Yeah.
And and then when they ported it over to the PlayStation, I had to get it again.
Yeah.
This scene here, as a kid. Oh,
Oh yeah, he turns around after he bites off that dude's head.
Can
Yeah.
Trey see that? ETEP
Trey.
or no?
No, he can't.
Okay.
What?
I didn't
got
know
it.
if I could
No,
blow
it ain't
it
gonna
up or
bother.
if I shouldn't.
Yeah, go ahead. It's fine. Look at that.
Yeah.
What is
Well,
that?
It's from
It-
Resident Evil.
In the original game,
Don't
there's almost
show
no
me.
context to that scene.
Mhm.
Like you had to get the
Yeah.
director's cut to understand
Yeah.
what just
I
happened.
had the director's cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I played the director's cut first, and I saw like that you actually bit the dude's head off. I was like, "Oh, that's
Mhm.
nasty," you know. because you actually go to the body. But in the original, the camera angle is very different. You can't even tell what the hell just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night, buddy.
Have a
Night.
good night, buddy.
Frankie says Tyrannosaurus Rex. I'm always late with the good ones. Tyrannosaurus Rex is pretty accurate. All right, say goodnight.
Good night, Tony.
Have a good night, Trey.
Have a great night, man.
Yeah, Chris, Red, and Tommy too, and Draven, or not Red, Draven. Sorry to Red Logan. Threw me out. Draven. All right. See you later, bud.
Yeah.
We are the
Wait,
world.
hang on.
We are the children.
I'm not.
I think when I jump off of here tonight, I'm gonna play Resident Evil 1. I love that game.
Nice. Don't forget about the Dobermans. That one made me throw the controller.
Oh, I jump every time. That and then 2, when you're in the sewers with the big giant spiders and the camera angle, like you're like walking towards the screen, and then it shows the big freaking spider. Oh, I would literally just sit there,
you just hear
and wait for a little bit, just because I'm like,
You hear them like thumping around on the walls and shit.
Yeah.
And like, where's it coming from? Are they near?
Yeah. The
That's
one
why
I
I like the originals, because of the tank controls, and then it just adds to that suspense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's harder to run away.
Well, yeah. Well, they kept the tank controls on the remake.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, but you know, it's the second one and the third one. They did it over the shoulder, which I'm fine with both of them. Like either way is fine.
I was gonna mention I haven't played. I have the third one, but and I only played through the first part, and then just life got in the way. I need to play through Nemesis again because I beat it when it first came out in like '99 or whenever. I beat it then a couple times, but I barely remember that game. And I got the remake like a year or two ago, and I haven't played through it yet. I really need to sit down and play that one. Actually,
the original. Whew.
Well, the remake, man. When you get to the hospital with like that whole segment with Carlos, holy shit, that is insane. Yeah.
See, I barely remember.
I'm not sure if
the
I have
original.
3 or not.
It's
I know
been
I have
so
2.
long.
I know I have the 2 for the remakes.
Yeah, because I have a friend who did the Jill motion capture in her voice for the third game.
Nice.
Which was pretty damn awesome. I didn't know what the hell she was working on.
And Silent Hill, the parts where you're like out and you got to run across that bridge and stuff, and all you hear is the siren. All I did in that part is just run. I was like, I don't want to know what is in this fog or in the dark. I'm just running.
Some of those games they hit a home run with it. But they're freaking amazing. But I love how they change everything up too, because the remake stuff they changed the jump scares, certain scenarios that happen. I'm happy they took out that stupid worm though. They took the worm out of the remake game. I thought that was the dumbest. 3? Yeah, that was the dumbest.
Yeah, the worm was dumb.
Yeah.
See, it's been so long since I played it because I only played through that one like once or twice because it was different than the other Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
Like that was the first one where it's like you spent most of the game trying to avoid the Nemesis, the Tyrant or whatever. And the first and second one, you were running around and doing puzzles and solving shit a lot more at your own pace.
Yeah, they kept that in here. So yeah, there's moments where he is on you nonstop.
Yeah,
it's pretty intense how they did it.
Yeah,
I wasn't sold with his design, this newer design.
Yeah, I'm not either.
No, the original design of his head was fantastic. For them to depart from that really pissed me off. And his second, the Type 2 form, when he gets really fucked up, like they changed that one. Like,
did they?
Yeah, he mutates into something else. But that kind of bummed me out because I love that original design. That Type 2 was perfect. But again, it's still a great game, and what they did in there was a lot of fun. Some very sick, twisted shit in there.
Tree Rock. This is more like a family story. We always laughed about it in our family, but I was just a baby at the time when E.T. came out. But my sister was really into she's like maybe a year and a half, 2 years older than me. She was really into the movie. So my dad wants to surprise her and he gets an E.T. mask he goes outside, puts it on, and knocks on the window and fucking waves at her with the fucking mask on. And yeah, that terrified her. Yeah, she was fucking terrified.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what the best is at the time when that movie came out? Do you remember the fingers that they were selling? They were big extended fingers with the light up feature.
For her pleasure. For her pleasure. Well, it's like the Harry Potter broom.
Now it's for his pleasure.
Yeah.
That's ma'am.
It is ma'am.
Oh God. Yeah. Some of these toys, like, it makes me wonder, like, how did this get past R&D? Like, how did a room full of execs sitting at a table go, yeah, that's totally a good idea?
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Remember,
did you ever see the Punisher figure where he's got the crotch rocket that comes up?
Yeah. Yeah. Or remember the Superman cups? The superheroes like Batman and Superman? Where,
or how about...
What's up?
Dude, I was going to say, what about the Tarzan figure? The Tarzan figure
with the
arm moving motion. It looks like...
Fantastic. Yeah. Like, there's so many of them where it's just like, how? Like,
I don't know. Walton was like, "Oh, that Tarzan figure, my favorite figure." Oh,
yes,
Ribbed
good
for
times.
them pleasure.
So, Gremlins, I always thought was real cool. It never scared me. And then the second one was more of a comedy, but Poltergeist was pretty fucking scary as a kid.
That movie terrified me with that fucking stuffed clown. And then somebody gave me one of those clowns that looked almost exactly like that one in that fucking movie. I took that thing and I threw it in a closet and fucking hid it under a bunch of shit. I knew my mom never moved because she's a fucking pack rat. And it sat in there until she gave it away, like, probably 10 years ago.
Bro, I think it was part 2 where the fucking hand reaches out of the TV at her.
Oh,
that shit
yeah.
had me afraid of TV snow for like a solid year. And it was trust me, TV snow was common back in those days. Like, yeah, you'd go to turn on the Nintendo or VCR or something and leave it on the channel. Fucking come back the next day. Fucking, yeah, it wasn't no fucking input 1 or no signal. That shit was straight cosmic background radiation, like, screaming at you.
Yeah, all the dead scream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like, Poltergeist, like, the only thing that freaked me out in Poltergeist, other than the clown coming alive and the tree eating kid, was the scene where the guy was hallucinating. He, like, looks in the bathroom mirror, and then he starts picking at a scab on his face, and the next thing you know, he's like claymation.
Yeah.
It's like peels his face off.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell was that?
I miss practical effects, like CGI. Like, to hear the concept of CGI back then, you'd be like, oh, that's fucking cool. But it's just like, you know, recording music digitally versus analog. It like loses something. It loses a certain warmth to it, and feel it's just too clean.
Phantasm always gave me the
dude,
boy. Yeah, that old guy just bothered me.
The tall man.
Angus Grimm, yeah.
That movie's fucking amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
God, I bought those last Halloween. I bought the whole, like, the 5. I haven't watched Ravager yet.
I haven't seen that one yet either.
No, I haven't made it. I haven't made it there yet.
I
watched the second one was decent.
It's kind of like a redo. It's sort of like a Evil Dead 2. Like, they're kind of basically the same movie, except like towards the end of 2 is a little different than 1.
Well, I liked Phantasm because the hero, that's how you subvert expectations, because you think the hero is going to be the dude's older brother, and he's like he's the good-looking hero type guy, and it turns out to be the bald, creepy pedophile like guy with the ponytail.
Yeah, the ice cream man.
Yeah, and that dude was awesome. Like, he's like, I believe you, man.
Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie was awesome.
Yes. I need to see that movie. I haven't seen it. But I heard bald, creepy pedophile and I was sold.
It's It's not Biden, by the way.
Yeah, come on, man.
Another one of those creepy movies I used to like back in the day was Nightbreed, and it seems like a lot.
I watched that
yeah.
recently after you told me about it, and that is pretty good.
Wasn't that Cabal? Wasn't that based off of Clive Barker's Cabal book?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
that was, dude,
Yes, it
that serial killer was awesome. That was the coolest villain I've ever seen. Where he has the button.
they had made a figure of him too, man. I didn't have a chance to buy it, but I had heard about the figure come out, and they made him.
That is one of the most criminally I guess overlooked horror movies because it's the monsters are the good guys, and it was such a cool premise because you got that psychiatrist guy who you think is going to be and then it's just like, oh damn, this guy is beyond evil. There's Freddy Krueger evil, and then there's this dude.
How have I never heard of this movie? I'm I googled Nightbreed and I'm looking through it. This looks crazy.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. And this porcupine chick was hot. I'd do her.
It's good that they finished Ravager before Angus Grimm passed away or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to see Nightbreed. Holy
what was
shit.
the thing that creeped me out the most out of Poltergeist? Was that little woman with the weird voice?
Yeah.
Zelda Rubinstein.
Caroline! Stop going to La Caroline!
She's in Warlock too.
She was wasn't she also one of the victims of the Poltergeist curse that was on that film set?
Yeah,
the little
remember
girl
when they
died,
took her out?
didn't she?
Yeah.
The little girl died. She couldn't poop.
Yeah, O'Rourke there. She in fact in the third Poltergeist movie, she was so bloated and sickly that it was criminal that they made her work. She had an intestinal, she basically died of she couldn't poop. She had an intestinal block and then it got into her blood and she died of sepsis.
Holy crap. What the hell?
I remember my mom told me that when I was young, too young to understand what sepsis was or anything. She just told me she couldn't poop, and I'm like, that's fucking horrible.
Yeah, poor girl though. She suffered too. She was in a lot of
I don't understand.
That's
no one could take her to a
way to
fucking doctor. What is wrong with these people?
Well, it's it's our worthless medicals.
Remember Warlock?
Oh yeah, hammer. Remember that when he slammed the hammer with the nails into the footprints, and you just see the whole. Oh man!
The second one has that lady from Poltergeist in it as well.
Zelda Rubinstein.
Yep.
Yeah.
She gets
Remember
killed
when
in
she
Iron
died?
Maiden.
She ruined so many movies for me. I'm sorry, I didn't even want to see the movie because she just bothered me.
Southern bitch bothering you, baby.
The guy who plays the Warlock is actually in Stargate.
He's a great actor.
In one of the movies, I think.
So, the girl from Poltergeist died on my 6th birthday, February 1st, 1988. She was 12 years old. Damn. Only a few hours away from me, too, in San Diego. Congenital stenosis of the intestine causing septic shock.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's awful.
I think that's how didn't John Wayne go the same way? He couldn't poop either.
What is the commonality here?
Too, I think, but I think he had cancer shit too. But they said that they found pounds and pounds of shit in him when they did the autopsy.
Wow. Talk about being full of shit.
Wasn't there a bunch of weren't a lot of there's a lot of curse and stuff surrounding the Poltergeist movie?
In the first Poltergeist movie, remember the older sister? Yeah, her boyfriend murdered her.
Did
murder
Godzilla is asking, didn't the first Poltergeist movie predict the next Super Bowl or something? You guys heard of that?
Oh, I don't remember.
I just know a lot of the people involved in the movie were cursed and stuff after that.
Oh yeah,
and some of the there was remains or something.
Those were real skeletons.
Yep. Real remains.
Yeah.
And whatnot. Yeah.
Yep. I think that's kind of like the Twilight Zone movie with Vic Morrow that got in them two kids that got killed.
Oh, the helicopter.
The helicopter decapitated him at the beginning of the movie during the Vietnam scene or whatever it was.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there was a bunch of shit that happened to that one too.
Yeah.
They did predict the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It says
cool.
Yeah, the freaky Poltergeist Super Bowl poster that predicted the future. I'm guessing that's at their 1988 Super Bowl. You know, because the whole history behind the infamous alleged poltergeist curse wasn't creepy enough, perhaps you've heard this one before, but in the case this is all new to you, get ready for one hell of a mind fuck. I'll admit, I've never noticed this little added touch of mystery and freakiness about the film until about 3 years ago myself, when it made a few internet rounds on various websites. However, the earliest article I can find on the subject itself, to give proper credit here, is from May 2012, and a little piece from thebackrow.com pointing out the eerie coincidence. In the year Poltergeist was released in 1982, helmed the 16th annual Super Bowl. Okay, big deal. Well, in the picture below, you'll see something that sticks out like a sore thumb in the midst of Robbie's Star Wars and Alien movie posters. A Super Bowl poster hanging right above Carol Ann's older brother's head. Again, who cares, right? Look again at the date to be precise, which I can't make that out. Now that's a little strange because I don't recall the film being set in the future of 1988. So apart from just being really weird, why the hell is there a 1988 Super Bowl poster being seen 6 years in the future of the present? Unfortunately, I have no earthly idea. Misplaced timelines. So here's where it gets downright freaky. The 1988 Super Bowl between the Redskins and Broncos landed on January 31st, 88, which marks the day young poltergeist Heather O'Rourke, yeah, she died February 1st, and the Super Bowl was January 31st. It marks the day poltergeist Heather O'Rourke fell fatally ill and consequently died the following day with a confirmed report of septic shock due to intestinal stenosis.
Wow.
Weird.
That poor girl.
Damn.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe the Super
But it
Bowls
said
are
about
fixed.
the other curses too in there too.
November 1982, Dominic Dunn murdered in her own driveway by strangulation. September 85, Julian Beck passed away from pancreatic cancer months before the release of The Other Side, diagnosed before accepting the role. June 87, Will Sampson died of malnutrition and post-operative kidney failure, with the addition of Heather O'Rourke on February 1st, 1988. And the Super Bowl took place in San Diego, O'Rourke's hometown and place of death.
Damn.
Weird, because it came out, I was born in 1982 when Poltergeist came out that year, so it's weird he would have a 1988 Super Bowl poster, like just a random, 6 years in the future for this ghost story. Like,
Yeah,
a little weird.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of like curses surrounding that movie.
Nothing bad happened to Greg T. Nelson.
Coach
Right,
that's a plus.
You mean
he
Larry
was
Zabisco?
What are you talking about? His career. His career.
Yeah.
Hey, he was in Action Jackson, damn it.
And what do you call it? The Incredibles. So there you go.
Yep.
Action Jackson was a
that's
good
right.
film, by the way.
I forgot.
Oh,
he
dude.
did
It was fantastic.
I did a review
Carl
of
Weathers.
that. I love that movie.
Yeah, dude, what the hell? Like,
Wishmaster.
oh yeah, that one was pretty good.
I remember the one where I forget which one it is, but the lawyer's like, I wish my lawyer would just go fuck himself. And like his whole bottom torso like turns.
Yeah.
And, like he like
I forgot what is that. I remember that.
yeah. The first one is the only good one of the series. The rest are just really bad.
I don't remember the Wishmaster movies.
I remember the lawyer part. Holy fuck, dude. That like dragged up an old ass memory. Like Jesus.
Man. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna go on a bitch spree about Carl Weathers not getting his due.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like
he's
he
a
had
hell
some-
of an action star.
Yeah, what the hell? Like Action Jackson was a damn good movie, and
That
like
was.
that was it. It was like, dude, you had what's her face in there? Prince's like hot chick. Was it Apple?
Apollonia.
Yeah, Apple. Like, what the hell?
No, I think it was wasn't it? No, it was Vanity.
Vanity.
Wasn't
Yeah, there you go.
It was Vanity. It
Yeah.
wasn't Apollonia. It was Vanity.
Yeah, and yet
And
I don't know.
what's his name was in it too.
Oh, I designed that figure for McFarlane as well.
Oh, really?
The Wishmaster?
Yeah, we made a toy of him. Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Is that
Sharon
Freddy Krueger being
Stone.
killed?
Dude, you had Sharon Stone. She was Delaplane, Peter Delaplane, Craig T. Nelson's character's wife. Bill Duke was the captain. Vanity played Sidney Ash.
Dude, and that guy was huge. He was like Arnold Schwarzenegger big.
Who's that?
Oh yeah, that's
Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really jacked.
Oh, Al, of course, Al Leong, our favorite, Asian. He's one of the Asian. He always plays an Asian bad guy. He was one of the bad guys in Die Hard. He was in it too. He was one of Delaplane's goons. He's one of the more notable side characters in it. Him and Branscombe Richmond, who also usually plays a goon in those 80s and 90s movies.
God, I miss the 80s, man.
Dude, you can't fuck with those movies from back then. They'll never be able to recreate that magic. I'm sorry. As far as cinematically goes, I know everybody talks about Stranger Things. Yeah,
they were fucking creative. Everyone's just worried about, okay, well, what's gonna make money because the corporations bought everything. You know, back then it was a bunch of smaller studios. Like, okay, how do we stand out? So you try to tell the best story you possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
Try to be creative. Now it's fucking suits who don't understand the shit. It's not we haven't said before. Just sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true though.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a Wishmaster movie in its entirety, just pieces.
The first one is good. Like I said, the rest of them just kind of get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know we were going over the stills and shit because at the time we didn't have really good technology shit when we were working on these things, but they had a DVD or something and they would try to do print out stills of the film, so we knew what the costume and shit looked like. But the one film, this is kind of crazy, was Tooth Fairy. There was this Tooth Fairy movie. It was a horror movie, and they sent us all the reference for it, and then at the last minute they decided to change the design of the monster. But the figure I helped design was already in production, so
oops.
It's hilarious.
Train left the station.
Well, what they ended up doing, instead of using this really crazy fucking design, they made her almost all look like some kind of black wraith with a doll mask, and the original design was insane. It almost looked like this thing that we see on here, the body was covered in texture and shit, and her. There was a bunch of teeth all making up patterns and shit, designs all over her skin. It was insane.
Tooth Fairy?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the A Cabin in the Woods?
No, everyone keeps telling me I need to see it. I haven't seen that one yet.
They had a sugar plum fairy in there, and that was nightmare fuel. It was basically a little ballerina girl, but when she turns to see her face, it's this sarlacc pit of a mouth, and it's got all the teeth. Yeah, there's no eyes or nose or anything. It's just this big sarlacc pit mouth.
That's fucking creepy. Is that the one that has Helmsworth in it? In the beginning?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone keeps telling me, but I haven't seen it, or I was about to start it, and then I think Netflix or something took it down. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that before.
But, that is some scary shit.
What's that from?
Cabin in the Woods.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, remember it takes out the.
Yeah, this Tooth Fairy movie. Fuck, I'm trying to remember
called?
Who the actress was. Yeah, they changed the name of it too.
Is it called The Bells? I'm looking up gifts here, trying to find.
Tree Rock. You keep saying things that remind me of stuff my sister did growing up. So it wasn't okay. So Tree Rock says, I think I was 9 when I saw Raiders of the Lost Ark, the last act where the Germans melted scared me.
Oh yeah.
When me and my sister and my mom watched the original Fright Night, and at the end where they start knocking holes in the basement or whatever and sunlight shooting in and fucking hitting all the vampires and they're melting into that fucking ooze and shit. Like I'm not gonna lie, that scared me. But my sister had to stay home from school the next day. She was fucking throwing up all night because of that.
Holy shit.
My sister.
I was a movie maker. I'd be high-fiving the director.
My sister's a ginger. She's fair-skinned. Fucking. So she's sensitive, you know. But
so she empathized with the vampires.
Yeah, that probably.
Darkness Falls. That's the name of the movie.
Darkness Falls. Yeah,
Oh.
I remember that movie. I think I've seen it.
You remember 30 Days of Night?
A frightening movie. I'll give you a frightening movie. Every guy up here should be frightened of the movie Teeth.
Oh yeah, the tooth vagina. Not only that, but it was like they said it was like it's supposed to be like a comedy, and it's like no, that chick is just an evil bitch. Like guy says something she doesn't agree with, and she just bites his dick off, and it was like that's not funny. Like that's not even scary. That's just disgusting.
It's disgusting and disturbing. What is wrong?
Like, do you guys remember Catherine Q. Becker?
Say that I do.
When I was living in California, just up the street from me in Orange County, this guy comes home from work one day, and he had a miserable bitch for a wife. And he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to file for divorce. You know, we should terminate this." So she's like, "Yeah, well, let me make you a meal first, and then we can talk about it more." She makes him a meal, drugs him, knocks him out. While he's unconscious, she takes one of those what the hell's that? You know, the electrical vibrating like tooth serrated knife.
Oh, shut up! Oh, I know what you're talking.
Cuts his dick off, throws it in the garbage disposal, and turns it off.
Why?
And then she sits down, finishes her meal, and then calls the cops and says, "Yeah, he's in there." And yeah, I did it. And completely, you know, whatever. And then those freaking harpies on The View, or The Talk. It was with Sharon Osbourne. They're like, "I think it's wonderful. I can just think of that thing just whizzing around in the drain." And they're all like laughing and stuff. And the only one that had any kind of a soul was that lesbian chick there, Sarah Gilbert from the Roseanne thing. She's like, "Guys, we're laughing. This is not funny. Like, what if they like some dude cut off some chick's tits and threw them in the freaking microwave? Like, this is." And they're just like, "Oh, shut up. This is funny."
Fucking dumb cunts.
They're ridiculous.
That is evil. Like,
it's beyond evil.
How can you be like, dude? Like, I can't like. Do some women just not have like a soul? Like how can you not be like?
This is why women deserve less.
I'm going to stop myself before I continue.
But the lesbian is the only one in the group that's like, guys, this isn't cool.
Yeah, and that's a sad fact right there. When you have the woman the lesbian who's standing up for regular fucking humanity, isn't that funny?
Yeah, she's like, "I'm not even into dudes, and I'm feeling bad for this guy."
Right? It's wrong. But that movie, Darkness Falls, that's the one that had the tooth fairy thing in it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Toothache or some shit.
Say that again.
The thing's name's like Toothache. Is the name of the monster? Is the name?
Okay, yeah. Like it had some kind of doll mask. I think at the end it took it off. But that actress, a funny story, is like after working at McFarlane and all that crap and designing the figure that never made it to the movie, which was kind of pretty funny. I was in a comic book store. There was one that's across the street from the Empire State Building, Jim Haley's Universe, and they used to have a lot of celebrities in there, like whenever they're gonna promote movies and shit. And they were doing a signing for that film, and I didn't know anyone in that movie. Like, I think that main actress was from a Buffy show or something. I never watched any of that stuff, so I didn't know. This Emma Caulfield.
Oh yeah. She's the demon chick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was fucking pretty damn hot.
I'm in the
comic book store, and they started clearing out a lot of it because they were going to start to do like the signing and shit, and they were going to like make their lines and all that crap. So I'm still in the store. I was talking to one of the owners. I turned around and I bent down to go pick up a book. And she was right behind me, and she was looking at something too, and we slapped asses together, basically. Which is funny. I turned around, she's like, "Oh," she gave me a big smile. Like, "Oh, hi." I didn't even realize who it was, and the guy's like, "Yeah, that's Emma. She's signing here today." "Oh, nice to meet you."
Nice.
Tiny thing. Holy shit, she was very, very small, but holy crap.
She gets
super
killed in
big.
the end of she's like a major character in Buffy. She gets killed in the end of it, and then like literally nobody cares. Like they just keep going along with their business, and nobody fucking bats an eye.
In what, in the TV series?
Yeah, in the TV series.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Wow.
She's like
That's what I
Xander's
remember her
girlfriend.
from.
She's Xander's girlfriend and everything, and like a big character of this show. And then she just like they're like trying to escape the school because the Hellmouth is gonna open, and she just gets randomly killed like as they're escaping, and nobody really even like stops it.
Sociopath.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
That's-
I mean,
that's
remember when
brutal.
Tara got killed?
Mm-hmm.
The lesbian chick there? Like, one time at band camp, I went fucking nuts and killed
Yeah,
and
when
skinned
Willow
the guy
goes
alive.
with Dark Willow.
Yeah. She, like, skins that dude alive, and it was like, this is on, like, primetime TV.
He
and I
comes
don't
back
think
in
we're
the
supposed to be
comics.
seeing this.
The guy that gets
Dude.
skinned alive, he's actually alive. Like he's still like it's because it's a spell that she uses to do that. So he is alive in the comics
Without his skin?
without any of his skin, and he doesn't feel
Oh!
like it doesn't hurt. He just doesn't have any of his skin.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they
So-
showed it. Like, this was, like, Silent Hill.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Emma Caulfield left Buffy to work for the Clinton and Gore campaign.
Oh god.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Well,
that's-
usually she's a demon.
So then she definitely had things happen to her.
Oh yeah.
She
And,
she,
she
was,
was-
she was actually in WandaVision.
No wonder no one cared about
Yeah.
her when she died.
Yep, she was the nosy neighbor you thought was going to be the heel in WandaVision.
Yeah.
She was her character was a red herring.
Real quick, I just want to relate to Papa Cotton. When I was younger, I believe it was the Joy Luck Club. We were visiting my grandpa up in Seattle, and my mom wanted to take us all to the movies, and I was throwing a fucking fit. I'm like 11 years old. I don't want to watch the Joy Luck Club or Sisterhood of the Traveling Tampon or fucking something.
Traveling tampon.
That's when I was introduced to Army of Darkness, because I would not go see Joy Luck Club, and I had never heard of Evil Dead, any of that, and I fucking sat down in the theater, and that shit changed my life, man.
Yeah, I got to give it to my cousin because he brought in Evil Dead 2 on VHS, and I was never really big into horror, especially as a kid. And he's like, no, it's not really horror; it's more comedy. And we started watching it, fell in love with it immediately. And then, at the time too, I didn't even think Army of Darkness was out yet. And he's like, yeah, they're making a sequel. And I'm like, how the fuck they ended it like that? With the big portal and getting sucked in. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, no.
Yeah.
They're making another movie.
Her name's
that's
Anya
awesome.
in Buffy. She's the vengeance demon, and she
Nice.
is.
Yeah, she looked
Aren't
better
they
as a
all-
brunette.
She's Xander's girlfriend.
I
She
remember
was teeny tiny.
Vinny, your story reminds me of my brother. Like, he put on Child's Play for me. And, like, when did Child's Play come out? Like, 1987, 88?
Something
I'm like
that.
5 or 6 years old, and I'm watching this doll scream, fucking bitch, and trying to
that's her.
stab bitches. and
See, that
throwing
was so
bitches out of
funny.
windows. My
Oh.
dad was that's one of like my earlier memories. My dad was yelling at my brother like, what the fuck are you showing him that movie for? He's 5 years old. Like, but I loved Chucky. I loved
Yeah, I
Chucky.
did too.
Oh,
my
yeah.
my favorite one of those is the one where he's old and he's in not the
Three.
army, but like
Military
the
school.
military school, and
Yeah.
they're doing the paintball exercise, but they're not paintballs.
Yeah. Just think, Chucky's going to be your bro.
Yep.
See, the first one was definitely the most horror movie like, but I liked the second one. Just I have a lot of memories like watching that on the USA Network and him flipping the
Grima
fucking
one
foster
time.
dad over. How's it hanging, Phil? Fucking let
Yeah.
him go and break his neck.
Which was the one where they melted him in the factory?
That's the second one.
That was the second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I-
scene.
I laughed, like, I think I was like maybe 13, 12, or 12 around there when I saw Child's Play. And I thought it was the fun, like, a swearing angry doll for some reason does not instill fear for me. It makes me laugh. Like when he's getting killed, he's like, "You son of a fucking!" I'm like, "Ah!"
Yeah. My cat's named Chuck. Well, it's Chucky because he's a super sneak and used to sneak real people food. So we named him Chucky after Child's Play.
Nice.
Well, the owners that had him before us, but yeah,
that's cool.
God, the women from
yeah,
the View.
the women from the View are pretty fucking scary. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with you on that.
They're a product of a decaying society where they're
Poor
these, like
Ted
fat,
Danson.
over. Yeah, well, they're over entitled. Like, what makes you like the arbiter of like opinion and morale? You know what I mean? They're cackling little hens, all bitching about like how terrible things are and how this. And it's like, bitch, you wouldn't be here if some dude wasn't breaking his back to freaking support you.
Well, why are the people named Joy and Whoopi so fucking miserable?
Yeah, well, because Whoopi's real name is Karen.
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah, she just took the Jewish name.
Oy vey.
Yeah,
Karen Johnson became Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we have a meeting about that and
the racial draft?
We need to sit her and David Taika Waititi Cohn down and have a chat with them and be like, look.
Did any of you see Brainstorm from 1981?
No.
Yeah, I think
Title's got me intrigued.
Yeah, I think our tech is getting that advanced. Either way, Tree Rock. But if you want to elaborate, I'd love to hear what that movie is about. Godzillionaire says, now I'm picturing Vinny designing an action figure of The Rock as the Tooth Fairy.
There's Christopher Walken in it.
Oh, he already... So, Tree Rock writes, Brainstorm equals recording your memories and experiences. They had a Black Mirror like that where you could like... And like people were getting stuck in it. Like dude lost his wife or whatever and his like... memories in life was DVR'd and he ended up just like wasting his life away reliving the memories and just like
God, why did that show have to go woke? It was so good.
I know. Well, it was good before Netflix bought it. When the BBC was producing it, it was really good.
I was going to ask what that was on.
Good. Oh, sorry.
I think the first 2 seasons are pretty good. I think it's now the one that got a lot of praise was like kind of like the Star Trek episode where they were making like an MMO RPG, but the creator of it was like actually holding people hostage in there. That got all kinds of like
it wasn't even people he was holding hostage though. It was AI that was replicating it. Like
it was. But that's the season where I think it started going downhill. The way it's good all the way up to like the Star Trek episode, I think.
Even the lesbian episode they had, the one where they were basically they bought like a retirement plan. When you die, you get your consciousness uploaded to a server, and that server is like a beach resort or whatever. Like that was an awesome episode. Like,
that's what Black Mirror.
It wasn't woke. Yeah, it was like it had lesbians, it had the LGBT stuff, but it sure as hell wasn't woke.
Yeah,
was there an episode
like
where
80s night
where if you got like blocked on Facebook, you got blocked in like my buddy was watching that at work, and that sounded pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's more or less like a look at like what possible futures for us could be. It's an anthology type show like the Twilight Zone where each episode is a different story.
Yeah, because I started watching them, but I forgot where I left off. I think there was one like in Iceland or something. There were 2 people driving and they hit someone.
Oh yeah, and the couple were trying to hide a murder.
Yeah, like there was that one, and I think the Anthony Mackie one with the
the gay video game players.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Like, what kind of dumb shit? I think it's one of those. I don't think I need to see this series.
All I can think about you talk about hitting somebody in the road. All I can think of is thanks for the ride, lady. Yeah, thanks for the ride, lady. Hey, lady, thanks for the ride. Oh, shit. I just watched that not long ago. Just that segment of it, I fucking loved. That movie's great though. Was that Tales? Jesus Christ, Creep Show 2.
Creep Show.
Second Creep Show.
Oh, those are great.
The first one is really good. It's got a hell of a cast. I like the one with Leslie Nielsen and Ted Danson. I can hold my breath for a long time. Then you got the Bedelia, where's my cake? The creature under the stairs. Where's my cake?
They had some good
Well, that
shit.
had the chick from Adrienne Barbeau was in it. She was the
nice.
bitchy wife that the husband fed to the creature under the stairs.
Adrienne Barbeau is as gorgeous as she is. She definitely has a resting angry bitch face.
Oh, yeah.
She absolutely did.
She had like the best tits.
Yeah, she did.
They were
Swamp
very
Thing?
nice. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I loved her in what was that movie? With Rodney Dangerfield. He goes back to school. Yeah.
Back to school.
When he stuck the statue dick in his pocket.
Yep.
That was hilarious. That whole thing. She wanted a divorce from whatever. Yeah.
What was his diving thing called? The triple what? The triple Lindy or something?
Yeah, that was the triple Lindy.
The triple Lindy. Oh, when he goes to the college, and he just goes straight up the stairs, and there's a chick taking a shower.
Yeah.
And he opened it up, and he's you need some help in there? Whatever the fuck those lines were. Dude, his delivery was always just so great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rodney Dangerfield is definitely a missed treasure.
Yes.
I get no respect.
Hey, I get no respect. My wife took me I took my wife to a dog show, and she won.
He was great in Natural Born Killers. Holy shit.
I forgot he was. I haven't seen that movie in so long.
That movie is great.
Yeah. He was really good in that. See, I was hoping, I don't know. I know, like, Venom Let There Be Carnage, it wasn't a bad movie, but it's like I have no urge to rewatch it, but I was hoping we'd get more of a Natural Born Killer vibe from it. But I get it. They gotta appeal to kids.
I've seen it like 5 times because of Trey.
It was still good. I mean, for what it was, like
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Like Carnage feels like it should be a bigger deal when he's on screen. Like, I don't know.
That was the problem.
Well, the problem was that they wanted to keep that PG-13 whatever the fuck they did, and it's like, why? There should have been more blood and guts and shit because he did some very fucked up things in there anyway. But go ahead, give us a little bit more because that's especially if you're going to take out the character. Go for it.
Godzillionaire, I could proudly say I've never seen a Sister Act movie, thankfully. It's like Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. Like
Nuns on the Run.
I love those movies.
Nuns on the Run was fantastic.
Nuns on the Run.
Yeah. Have you never seen that?
No.
I don't think I've seen that one.
That was what do you call it? Hagrid, Robbie Coltrane.
Yeah.
And Eric Idle. They're criminals who they're trying to escape. Like they did a job for like the mob or something, and they were looking to escape. There was nowhere to go, and they went inside of a building, and it ended up being a convent. And they dress up as nuns, and they have to stay in disguise. That movie was hilarious.
That sounds awesome.
Oh, dude, the two of them were just fucking pure gold in that movie.
I need.
Yeah, remember the fake boobs when Hagrid was trying on the fake boobs?
Oh yeah. And they start getting into it, which was really funny because he ripped his stockings, and it's just the way they acted it out was hilarious. And then Eric Idle, there was it the blonde chick? I forgot. There was one of these broads. They started banging, or one of the actors, or one of the male characters rather. That shit was it was a funny movie.
I was thinking that too, Godzillionaire.
What's tell me the story of Sword Art Online.
So basically, there's a bunch of people in comas or whatever, and they're like in a video game, an MMO. And if they die in the MMO, and they die in the MMO, they die in the real life.
Dude, the first series of Sword Art Online was really cool premise. Like they could transcend anime. You could make it a cool sci-fi thriller.
Mm-hmm.
But the second one, man, like it started going wacky Japanese real quick. Where like the guy had like this incest, like his sister had like a crush on him and stuff.
What the
that's
fuck?
weird. Well, it's Japanese. It's Japanese. Some they're
Bidens?
shit.
Yeah, it was like this is, Kirito, I want you to put your sword art in me.
Tina Bojan, I've seen Upload. I think my buddy was telling me I should watch it, so I'll check that out. It's hard for me getting a lot of these streaming shows. They're just, you never know what's agenda riddled anymore, I guess.
Yeah. I started watching.
That's why I got depressed.
I know, dude. I started watching The Old Man with Jeff Bridges and John Lithgow. That's actually really fucking good.
I was gonna say that was a good show. I saw a couple episodes of that. I was like, Hulu.
Hulu?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're still dropping them. I think like on Fridays is when they drop the new ones or something. But
okay.
Yeah, I watched either episode 4 or 5 they were up to. But yeah, I was really digging it.
Sweet, I'll check that out. I love getting a good show to fall into. It's just a lot of these shows aren't very good, and you can feel the algorithm in them. You can feel when they hit certain notes to keep you interested, and then once it gets a little like soap opera-y, like Yellowstone feels like that a lot of the time. I like Yellowstone, but you can feel the algorithm in it, like you can feel like the computer helping him write the show. Like,
is that Peacock?
It comes on the Paramount Network, I think. Yeah, Peacock has Yellowstone, but then if you want to watch 1883, you got to have Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Which 1883 was good. Like, I like the time period better. But and there ends up being a reason for it, but it focuses on the daughter a lot. She's a bit of a Mary Sue.
Oh, Beth?
Yeah. Not Beth.
Yeah.
Their aunt, the first generation of the Duttons.
Oh, you're talking Yellow. I'm sorry, you're talking 1883.
No, Beth is an awesome character.
Yeah, I was going to say, I like Beth.
Yeah, she's an awesome character.
Oh, another great series. I know, but some people, they find it a little hard to get into at first. But if you stick with it, fucking fantastic. Peaky Blinders.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen that.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, that Killing Murphy.
I did, however, get to see Adriana Barbeau in passing at Horror Hound this past.
Nice. Yeah. Didn't she have like twins or something at like the age of 50 or 60 or some shit?
No idea.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
that close to menopause. Good for her, man.
I think that was her. I remember hearing the story.
I remember her from Swamp Thing.
Yeah, that was where I first saw her. Could you imagine though being like 50 years old and having kids, like having a new child?
Yeah, dude, that's fucking crazy.
You'd be in retirement before that kid graduates high school.
Yes. Yes. Has anyone seen Altered State?
Yes.
Bringing that up.
Dude, that was a freaky movie where he turns into like the jelly man. Yeah, he turns into a gorilla. He devolves into his primal form. It's Liam Neeson, or at least I think it is. Or is it Liam Neeson or is it William Hurt? I can't remember.
Has anyone ever seen Soul Man? That was terrifying.
Is that the one with the mayonnaise?
No.
That's the one where the guy gets arrested for trying to get a
Undercover
scholarship.
Brother.
Say Thomas Howell paints himself black.
Man, that sounds familiar.
To get a scholarship.
Yeah, she was 54 when she had her twins.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Altered States was William Hurt.
Yeah, there
I've
you
never
go.
seen
General Ross. Yes.
Yeah, he turns into a caveman. It's like he devolves. He goes into one of those zero stimuli tanks. The ones where you float in the water with no light or anything. And he gets some drugs in him, and the next thing he knows, he comes out as looked like the thing from Primal Rage, one of the gorilla guys.
Okay.
Crazy.
We need to frickin' watch. I see Tina Bojan mention Steve Martin and Martin Short do their version of Agatha Christie murders. Then check out Only Murders in the Building. It's so good. What's that on, Tina? Because I think I saw that advertised. Is that Amazon or is it Hulu?
I know I've seen. Yeah, I think
I've
it's
seen
Hulu.
the advertisement as well. Oh, but by the way, the new season of What We Do in the Shadows dropped, and holy crap! The
What
first,
was in
like,
the
I think it was the
shadows?
first episode. That was hilarious.
We're not werewolves.
Did you see it, Chris?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I've seen previews of this. I just didn't think it was anything to really
dude.
write home about.
Oh,
I'm
no,
a Matt
dude, it
Berry
was
fan,
funny.
so I gotta watch that.
Yeah, Matt Berry fucking kills it.
But I
Here's
see
the-
vampires, so I'm a little intrigued.
Oh, dude, watch the movie first. What we
Okay.
do in the shadows. That movie is so damn good. It's the best thing that Watiki's ever been a part of. But
Okay.
it's the other dude from Flight of the Conchords.
Oh yeah, I've seen gifs of this dude.
Yeah, watch the movie first, then start watching the series. You're gonna
Okay.
love it. Oh, so fucking good. There's a part where like he's watching this kid, and he goes, "Oh, it's time to feed him." He puts a dog bowl on the floor, and he puts Count Chocula cereal in it, and he's like, "Stay, have at it, man."
Where can I
fuck,
watch
but-
this?
Oh yeah, no, it's good, and yeah, they go over the top with a lot of shit.
The movie's on Amazon.
Godzillionaire says if he was 50 and having kids, he'd obviously be rich enough to afford a nanny.
Who's that?
Godzillionaire, he's
Oh,
saying
if he
if
was. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And then Brutal Morningwood says devolved human ape man. Perlman.
Yep. See, he knows.
You know it. Gash.
So, with that, guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and start winding down here. We'll go around and let everyone. God, this is so much fun talking about just nostalgic 80s and 90s movies and shit. I mean, always a good time. Takes me back to a better place. But yes, we're gonna go around. Everyone can plug their channels. Let us know what's going on, and then we'll bid everyone adieu. So, number one, chat. Thank you for hanging with us tonight and commenting and giving your suggestions for shows, talking about movies with us, talking about Obamacare and all that good shit in between. Yes, and yes, Ali Sheedy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Johnny Five alive.
Oh God, I forgot about Short Circuit with the white guy playing the Indian. Oh, look at me! I am the Indian man. You cannot tell the difference, can you?
Johnny Five.
Johnny Five is alive. Anyway, hey, how you doing, everybody? Hi, it's me. Bring it in. How we doing, everybody? No, yeah, I'm trying to keep it down because it's the echo in here. Hey, baby. But really, I'll be finishing this shit tomorrow. This will be done, and we'll get back to producing videos. We'll be getting back to producing videos next week. Yeah. And, you got Monday night. You get the Horseman on Monday. We'll be over on Drew's Supreme Heretic channel Tuesday. But Tuesday night after that, 8:05 Eastern, over back here in the the Clown World Review. There, everywhere. Throw your hands in the air like you just don't care. Anyway, but Wednesday night, next Wednesday, Going Rogue, episode 62. Nick from Echo Base and Jeff the Rookie Critic will be joining us. We'll have all the member streams will be back on like normal next week. I'll be putting out some single release videos. Thursday, I don't know what I'm doing Thursday, and Friday my schedule should be getting back to normal. But tomorrow night we have Saturday night's main event over on my channel. So yeah, we're still putting stuff together. I've finished this drywall and moving everything out of the garage tomorrow, and I will be done. Wash my hands of the old hacienda, which I am excited. It gets listed tomorrow. I was supposed to be today, but our realtor got stuck working, so
That's
we went
Spanish
to see
for bread.
We went to see Minions instead, which Minions was awesome. I recommend, honestly. Like I said, there was 4 times during the movie I was pissing myself laughing almost. You know what I mean? I had tears coming down my face. It was great, but yeah. So I recommend that over a lot of the garbage that's in theaters now. Go see that instead of Thor. But it's a funny
Thor?
movie.
What's that?
Exactly. They had a preview for that in the whole. I audibly groaned about 4 times during the trailer for it. The wife's like, "You're not going to go see it with us?" I'm like, "No." She goes, "I'll take Trey." I'm like, "Good. You and him can have your movie date." I'm like, "I'm not going to watch that." No, but that's it for me. Sorry, I just went on like an ETEP casino like 20 minutes.
No, I was just over here thinking about how the kid from Flight of the Navigator was a fucking asshole in that movie and deserved to grow up and become the person he did. So thank
That's
you.
what you get, you little fucking prick. You're going to prison for robbing a bank. How does that feel?
Yeah, because you acted like a little prick in that movie.
Son of a bitch.
Wait, the
Making fun of
actor
that
actually got
fat
thrown
guy.
in jail for robbing a bank?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Robbed a bank.
Wow.
In like 2016 or 2017, he
Yeah,
robbed a
he's
bank.
all fucked up. Like if you he's all fucked up.
Well,
So
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into that, but it's involving some other stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Hidden things in the film.
And speaking about involving other stuff, Angela Straven, what's Samoa Joe up to?
Oh yeah. Anyway, you can catch me over on Twitch playing video games, and over here on YouTube, you can catch me and the gang doing some wrestling watch parties where we watch the stuff and then talk about what we liked afterwards. But July 23rd is Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor, where we got 3 titles on the line. So FTR versus the Briscoes in a 2 out of 3 match. And then you got the it's the Honor Championship, I believe, and there's special rules for that, and that's Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia. And then the TV title is Samoa Joe versus Jay Lethal. So yeah, should be a good time. Last time was lots of shenanigans and antics with the commentary. So if you can't watch it live, if you decide to watch it later down the road, you can always watch with our commentary in the background as well.
I'll try to refrain from talking about bundles of sticks.
It was. I really have to watch myself when we're doing the live commentary. I'm like, oh wait, this isn't. We're no, can't do that.
Right? Again, like I'm working, and I'm like, I didn't even look at this. I forgot we're live. And
Yes.
But it should be good. I'm gonna do an intro like I did with Forbidden Door, and it's gonna be Samurai is doing seppuku or whatever. But with because Death Before Dishonor,
Boku wa Shinaka.
So yeah.
The 2 out of 3 falls for FTR and the Briscoes like changes the dynamic for me because it's so old school, but it adds so much more to the match. Like I really like 2 out of 3 falls matches every now and then, and like they're never done often enough. I don't want them overdone, but they're never done often enough. So I'm glad we're getting one.
The Briscoes, I posted it in our group chat, but the Briscoes were basically like, it was a fluke the first time you beat us. We're gonna, so they're FTR's like, well, best 2 out of 3. If you can beat us twice in a row and it's a sweep, then you can claim that you're the best tag team around.
Yeah, seeing it makes sense in the story and everything. So yeah, looking forward to that. It's next weekend, right?
Yes, next weekend.
Yes, looking forward to that. Hell yeah. Real quick, Tree Rock says, number 1, fucking love you, another monster. Thank you for fucking spending your Friday with us, bro.
Amen.
Oh yeah.
Tree Rock says, Clown World, here's a couple of lines from the movie War Games where a human asks if global thermonuclear war is a game or is it real. The computer responds, what's the difference?
Yeah. The only way to win is not to play.
Yep.
Hell yeah, that's deep. Vinny, what do you got going on, brother?
We got some comics and stuff, so go check out all that stuff over on. You can go there through Twitter, through my YouTube channel, whatever. I have links everywhere for Shadow of the Kraken, my newest series, the Pirate Book, City of Venus, Through the Woods. And I'm currently working on City of Venus 2 right now as we speak. I'm working on a beautiful 2-page spread. But yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna have lots of great stuff over on my channel. I do toy reviews as well. We have great hangouts and chats, much like what we had tonight. Earlier today, we around 5 p.m. We had a good one. Tony was there as well, and Chris. And yeah, go back, watch it. Take a look at my thoughts on Resident Evil. And I know I went a little ranty on some shit as well, but they're good rants. You know, most people agree with them. So yeah, check it all out. We give you genuine opinions and, you know, truth bombs everywhere. So watch out. Yeah, don't follow the herd. Take a look at the good stuff. Choose and pick what you want. Enjoy the good shit. Yeah, we're going to be back on Sunday. We'll have some more awesome conversations and talk about some really good stuff. Yeah, and I'm over. You can find me over on Tommy's channel as well. Doing the collectible pass with 2 guinea pigs. It's usually on Thursdays. This past Thursday, we had a good time. We should be having more guests on as well. Lasso of Truth. We should have her on, I think, next week. But yeah, we had Tina Bojan was on tonight on my channel. You know, another great person from the chat. And yeah, we have just a lot of fun, I think. And yeah, happy that it's Friday and we got to hang out with some more awesome friends here. And that's what it's about. So thank you so much. Much love to everybody out there in the chat, everyone on panel. And yeah, I'm with Frankie. I didn't like Short Circuit either. It was just the original Wally. It's original.
It was so racist.
I love Short Circuit as a kid, especially the second one where he dresses up like Rambo.
My cousin ruined it for me because he had that played all the time, and I just got so fucking sick of it. Like, how many more times do you need to watch this?
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah.
So the next person I was gonna go to just popped back on the stream. Tommy, what's up, man?
Weak. Still dealing with crappy internet service. That's what we're dealing with.
Oh,
damn.
Hashtag
other than that, I
fuck
don't know
Century.
what's going on. I don't know what's going on with the channel just yet, just because I'm having an extremely hard time even trying to upload shorts. Thanks again, CenturyLink. You guys are amazing. You suck it. Fuckers. I hate those bastards. I'm planning on sending the entire collective up to their main headquarter offices. I want to see all the toes come off. I want to see people stumbling around in the hallways trying to get to the bathroom. It should be absolutely hilarious. That's what I got going on.
Dude, I hope they get
But
just more than I
ahead.
hope they get it figured out. I hope you get some fucking options there soon because they're such an awful company.
They're absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I love the fact that I asked them for help in explaining why my internet is degrading, and then they offer me mafia strawman tactics by trying to tell me, here, pay us more money and we'll give you internet that works. Yeah, screw you. You can go suck it. My exact words with them is, I don't bend over.
Yeah. Yes.
But you know, we should be going with going old school on Monday. Hopefully, I mean, I'll see how things go. If I can get at least enough working internet between now and Monday to upload some clips, I'll definitely do old school on Monday. If not, I'll probably do another nibbling live just so I can I don't know, sit there and cuss out CenturyLink for a while. That'd be fun.
Hell yeah.
But I appreciate you having me on here again. It's always fun to hang out with you guys and talk with various subjects. I mean, it's kind of like what I'm doing on the Nibbling Live to an extent, too. And it's always awesome to see all the amazing people that are in the chat, keeping it alive. Man, you guys are absolutely spectacular. Guys, remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent, and the guinea pigs will come for you.
Thank you, man. And look, if you do a nibbling live, we can spend 2 hours bitching about just nightmare customer service scenarios. Such.
Oh, I used to work 10 years in customer service, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if we're talking customer service, I guess we can write a script about it, right?
Yes. Exactly. We'll skip
It's
to
so
this.
cute. I love it. That's Tommy
Oh,
with
yeah.
fucking CenturyLink. He's beating the shit out of him with a carrot. The motherfuckers.
Yeah, I got your $200.
Yeah, Ray,
right here,
Ray was not.
motherfucker.
Yeah, Ray was not appreciative of my comments.
Yeah.
He's the one that wanted to open a DM with me. Apparently, he just didn't look at my history.
Jesus. Well, thank you for coming on this show tonight, brother. It's always a blast having you on.
No, my pleasure.
Hell yeah. Mr. Fisk.
Oh, hey. Oh, shoot. Check this out. I am down to 20 physical copies remaining for the Infinitale Chronicles Book 1. And when they go, es no mas. Yeah. The books ship immediately, so if you're interested in grabbing a copy, you got 20 chances left. In addition to that, we're well underway into Book 2's Book 2's production here with this nice little poster that I made showing off some of the stuff from Book 2. And in addition to that, there's a nice little accountability map showing us how far along we are on Book 1. We've got 2 teams working. We've got the Barbusco team working on one side and the original team working on another. And yeah, that's how far along we are with that.
Nice.
Also, when the physical copies of the standard edition run out, we'll have an Amazon edition available to international backers so that we don't have to charge an arm and a leg to get the stupid book to them, because I can't in good conscience charge what it costs to ship these things out to people when it's like more than double or triple the value of the book. And it's like, that's just asinine. Yeah, if I'm going to get screwed, I'm just going to leverage, a system that actually, that it's screwing us essentially. I mean, Amazon is got all sorts of deals and stuff going on with our government, so they're able to keep their shipping prices low. So I'm like, okay, fine, I can't beat them, I can join them. Here you go. So we'll have the Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing version out after this cool Perfect Bound version is no more. And unfortunately, though, the Amazon edition will be a floppy.
Chris, you are not using them. You are using them. You are not joining them. Remember that.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
But
well, just real quick, everyone, 20 books, 20 perfectly bound books left. Having a floppy is better than nothing, but women aren't into the floppy. So get your one of 20 books left here at InfinitaleChronicles.com. For real.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's we've got some violence, bit of the old ultra violence. Got a nice story. It's not just a bunch of roided out quip slingers and some babes in bikinis. Like there's an actual adventure story in there. It was written 30 years ago. A bunch of dumb teens that made this, but the story, oddly enough, actually, it's got heart to it. And a couple of people that have reviewed it, it's really cool hearing what they pulled out of the story, because they're like, the lessons or the story has a lot of eerie kind of things that are reflecting in modern day, shit that's happening now. And I'm like, wow, that wasn't my goal, but I'm glad that, there's a story that's timeless enough to actually kind of show that, that people can actually get things from a story that was written 30 years ago and apply it to what's happening now.
Yes.
So, yeah. And, if you can also go to the Infinitale Chronicles, the InfinitaleChronicles.com website, and we tend to, this is book 2 coming soon, but we've got our nice little blog here that kind of keeps you up to date on all the latest. So here you can see some of the pages again, and the standee that's available. You can go to older ones.
Definitely gone above and beyond on keeping people up to date on what's going on with the book and expanding the lore. Because don't you explain that on your website too, if I'm not mistaken?
Oh yeah, yeah. We in fact, if you go,
so you know exactly what you're getting into when you purchase it.
Yeah.
You can
he knows what he's doing. He's giving you quality and fantastic stories. He gets into all the characters, the extra little bios and shit, and information that you need to know. I love it, dude. You're a pro all the way.
Oh, thanks. Yeah,
not only does he get into it, I hear he dresses up like most of the characters too.
Hey, the red dress is strictly Sugar Chris, not me.
Whatever helps him write these stories and make it even better. Yeah, do your thing.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited that we're getting the second book, to a point where we can start kind of showing off more than just those little thumbnails that I showed earlier. Like this is cool and everything, but actually being able to get the full story out, that's going to be exciting stuff, because the first book was kind of an introduction to the universe, but the second book is where shit starts getting real. Where things really start, start kind of kicking into motion. And yeah, I mean, it's a 10-book series, or at least that's what it's planned for. So we're hoping we can get you a fully enclosed story without, the J.J. Abrams effect, where they kind of wing it at the end and give you the what is it, the Rise of Skywalker or whatever garbage. There's no messages being spoon fed to people. There's no. I'm not pushing any agendas or whatever. Like I said, these were teenagers that did this. We looked at Welsh mythology, Irish mythology, Saturday morning cartoons. I mean, if you're fans of things like Pirates of Darkwater, you'll definitely see those influences in here. And again, obviously, as a Dungeons and Dragons nerd, you can kind of also see some of the Dragonlance stuff as well. But yeah, that's basically what I've been up to. And yeah, I'm super excited to be able to give out the last 20 books and start showing off, what we've got in store for book 2. And for those that weren't able to because of our stupid shipping thing, they'll be able to grab this nice Nelia Hayes cover version. That's obviously a floppy, but it's a physical version of the first book. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude, I can't wait for that second book. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The Seeds of Defiance cannot germinate.
Let's party, Vinny.
Hell yeah.
You son of a bitch.
25, motherfucker.
They call me Wally.
Looks like an Terminator, like the one red eye.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like a mix of Terminator and Rambo.
Hey, Tony, you want to see something funny?
Yes.
That is my speed test going on right now.
Shit.
This is the type of service I get from CenturyLink.
Is that 3.9?
Yes, that is
Jesus.
0.39.
Jesus.
And they're telling me this is
That's
the best I
download
can
though,
get.
right?
This is quality.
Yeah,
that's just download. The upload is
Damn,
much worse.
I would imagine.
That's like 3G. Like, no, that's dial-up.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah, it's right around dial-up speeds, man. It's freaking horrendous. And that's what I'm
I'm actually surprised you're on.
Yeah, how are you able to film
Right.
that and talk with that low?
Well, I don't know if you'd notice on your end, but my end it was really choppy at first.
The little dial-up that could.
Yeah.
Shit. Hail JC, by the way. It's great to see you in the chat, brother. Let me play it one more time because it's the only GIF I have on here. But I got it from him.
Look at that big ass. Look at that big juicy booty.
Damn, I ain't seeing the gifts now.
Yes. I only have one on here. On this brand. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this edition of Life in a Rocket Ship. We'll be over at ETEPS tomorrow, and y'all know the schedule. One of us is usually streaming at least one day a week. We're always here. We're always having fun. We try to keep it positive. We'll point out the problems, but then we try to find solutions because that's what it's all about. Yes. So remember, they are not pop culture. They are agenda. We are pop culture, and we'll talk to you next time. Thank you.
Have a good one.